What's going on? Let me tell you guys, I have to give you guys a warning. I have to give you guys a warning. It would not be fair if I did not warn you. Tonight live is going to be something. When I tell you Angie's son, only son, Angie's son, first son is speaking out. And I don't know for sure because he spoke out a lot. He sent a lot of message. And I think that Angie's son knows a lot more than you guys think he does. Okay. And he is calling them out. All of these fake friends, all of these fake family members. Yeah, he watched back the funeral and he saw a lot of stuff he did not like. And he have been watching some of the YouTubers that claim that you close with Angie Stone, that claim that you are family with Angie Stone, and he is calling y'all out. He is exposing y'all. And I'm 10 toes with him. I've been waiting to see the side of Angie Stone's son standing up for his mama, riding for his mama. Okay. Now, before I continue on, can you guys hear me? Let's get this clear. Press 3 if you guys can hear me. Yeah. It's going to be one of them nights. It is going to be one of them nights. And let's get the likes up. We only got 77 likes. Come on now. When I tell y'all before I drop this video, we got to get the likes. I'm not about to drop the video with, come on. Let's not do that. Let's not do it. We're going to do it Angie Stone style. Angie be on her live and she said, well, I'm going to wait till some more people get in before she dropped that tea. Okay? Yeah. And I got a feeling. I can't say for sure. I want you guys to watch the video and tell me you think he's talking about who I think he's talking about. It's a big celebrity. And I think he's talking about a few big celebrities. Okay. One start with a letter M. The other one start with a letter T. And I think he's talking about the M and the T. And I got a feeling he's talking about his sister, Diamond. We've all been looking at Diamond kind of spectacle. And he made some comments. He said, Mama, I love you. He said, Mama, if he had to do it all over again, he would want you to do exactly the same. He said, Mama, you was a good mama to him. He said, Mama, if I ever have kids, I want them to love me like you loved me because you was a good mama. Like he kept on having this emphasis about his mama and how motherhood and how she raised him and how she loved him as a mother. And I said, oh, hell no. He talking about Diamond. He got to be talking about Diamond because she only got 2 kids. Okay? And we see what Diamond out here doing. We see Diamond out here taking shots, asking for cash apps. I have yet to see Michael, Angie Stone's son, ask for a cash app yet. Have y'all saw Angie's son ask for a cash app of yet? Huh? Press 1 if you saw Michael begging for cash apps. Huh? Press 8 if you ain't never seen him begging for cash app. I ain't never seen Michael out here begging for cash apps and taking shots. Hell, maybe drinking is not Michael's thing. Maybe it is eating fried chicken. He didn't come up here eating a buffet of fried chicken, macaroni and cheese, candy yams, and extra. Okay, like the sister Diamond did. Diamond, she came, she showed her butt. I'm surprised she ain't out here twerking. But I believe that video of her twerking is going to come next. Because you know how the hood rats is. They start with the drinking in front of their kids on video. And then next thing you know, they start twerking and turking, honey. Okay? Michael, he kept it real sweet. But, Michael, it is a video out there of you and your mama, Michael. Okay. And they said this video shows Michael true colors. He was disrespectful to his mom. Man, I still got to play that video, Michael. Okay, I'm with you when you white, Michael. But Michael, listen. I got to put my eyes on everybody, Michael. Okay. Okay. And hopefully this woke you up to let you know this is not a game, Michael. They're coming after you and your sister, Michael. You better wake up because Angie Stone told you this, Michael. She warned us about the Whitney Houstons. She warned us about the Michael Jacksons. She warned us about the Prince. You understand? And she said she was in that same boat when it comes to these record companies, Michael. And I know you heard your mama, Michael, because we heard her. And if you love your mama, just as much as these fans love your mama, then I know you heard your mama cry. I know you heard your mama cry. Okay. Did he hear his mama cry? Press 5 if he heard his mama cry. I know, man, if that was my mama out here on this internet, screaming, talking about they did her wrong. They took $50 million from her. Talking about, oh, my mama up here talking about some, she don't know what they're going to do to her because she have seen what they did to the other people in the industry that have spoke out against the industry, that have spoke out about the wrong they do in this industry, that have spoke out about the wickedness they do in this industry. So, I'm going to be protecting my mama. Hell, if my mama going down this road, maybe I don't want her to talk. But at the end of the day, I'm 10 toes. You know what I'm saying? So I know Michael was watching and peeping everything. And then this happened. And they saying that they still lying to Michael and Diamond about the situation. Okay, and I hope Diamond and Michael is praying and asking God for insight. Praying and asking God to show you the way. Okay? Ask God to open your eyes to all the treachery and the fakery and the buffoonery that's around y'all. Okay? Because it's a lot. It is a lot. And I think he is opening his eyes because he's exposing them in this video. Do you hear what I'm saying? Do y'all hear what I'm saying? Let's get these likes up. Okay? Let me take the glass off so y'all can see. How y'all doing? Y'all all right? Are y'all all right? Ooh, I can't stand when a piece of... Let me tell y'all. We are at the Messy Sweet Spot. I am your host, Gigi with the T. Gigi with the T. Gigi with the T. Gigi. Okay. So what we do here, we talk about real stuff that goes on that nobody else talk about. Clock that T. Okay. And we also have an open forum. So if you want to say something, hit that chat at the top, hit that link, and come up here and let me hear what you got to say. Just be respectful. Okay. All right. So I want to pull this up here. Don't this look so nice? Oh my God. When I saw this picture, I had tears running down my eyes. This is Angie's and her firstborn son. This is Michael. Have y'all ever seen this picture before? Press 1 if you saw before. Press 4 if you have yet to see it before. Honey, when I tell you, isn't this just, oh my God. I got chills when I saw that picture, y'all. Look. Your firstborn son. Okay? You know a black mama love her son. Okay, she'll ride a bat for her son. Okay. Hell yeah, you know that's love. You know that's love. All right. So I want to put here. This is what Michael just came out and said. Let me hold on. Let me roll it back here. All right. He about to say, Big Mike about to come out. I'm gonna mute myself so you guys can hear.
She's gone. This morning, like 6 in the morning, I'm still get up on the early schedule and like damn, she ain't called me. You know, that fucks with me every day. Like she don't call me in the morning, so I go. I'm in my phone. I'm like listening to some voicemails she sent me. All that, like you know.
Hibachi restaurant with my family. There's the cook. Just taking my grandbabies out. They are eating. Everybody's eating. Good. At the hibachi restaurant.
Like the love is cool, like that like, but it's like you telling us. She ain't for her. Like it's cool, but she the one want to know that. Like she the one was pushing for that. Like I swear to God, I heard, man. I for the first time, I finally heard somebody say that her and my two aunties was the first female hip hop group.
I, oh, now why would you do that? This is me and my handsome son. We always fussing about. Don't be looking at me because I'm light skinned and you dark skinned. What's up?
Who lighter, me or her? And her face right by the sun. Look at her.
Whatever.
You know, this one time, I wasn't there. And I think that's what hurt. Like, 'cause I always be there. I always be there.
If you're coming in, we are watching Michael. Michael, he want us to know. He want us to feel his pain right now. He's missing his mama, and he have some guilt. He said he's always with his mother, but this time he was not with his mom, and his mom was taken. And you guys know the night of, just what, 3 hours before, it was his birthday. It was his 28th birthday. How awkward is that? How weird is that? He's going to have to live with that forever. Every year on his birthday, he is reminded that he was not there for his mom when she needed him the most. Okay, possibly if Big Mike was here, she could have been saved. Possibly if Big Mike was here, that white girl Courtney could not intervene to place Angie in the place she said she placed her. And then afterwards, she is gone. It is still a mystery. We don't know everything. We don't know the time that Angie Stone passed away. We don't know the whereabouts of Angie Stone passed away. We don't even know how she passed away. I mean, this thing is just so spooky. It's so spooky. And I'm surprised Mike was just not asking those questions, Mike. Mike, let's have a talk. Come over, Mike. I know you're wondering like we're wondering. And if you're not wondering like we're wondering, that means that you have the answers, Mike. And Mike says, my God, I wish I'm with my mama all the time, y'all. I'm with her all the time. Every single time she's doing stuff, I'm with her. It was just one time on my birthday that I was not with my mom, and this happens. So were they watching Big Mike and say, you know what? We're going to have to do this when Big Mike not here. This is a good time to do it because her son is not here to protect her. You know what I'm saying? We don't know. Okay? We don't know. But let's continue on.
Yeah, bruh. They've been going back and forth with that shit so long, it'll be this person and that person. Whoever from New York, they want to say who it was. And I'm like, and I used to tell my mama, like, man, fuck that shit. Like, but she was serious about that shit. Like, she's like, no, I'm not letting that shit go. Like, motherfuckers not going to just try to erase me out of history. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, like, these people like snapping that shit, but it's like, damn. Like I would have loved to see her get that solace, bro. Like just that solace of knowing people recognize her for what she did. For sure, for sure. There was a no.
All right. Some
You know, motherfuckers around, like fake ass friends, family, you know, like just bullshit people, you know, was taking this moment for an attention moment, you know. I seen it. We all seen it. Your actions were on full display. Full display. But No more. Y'all folks do not get to use. You don't get to take advantage. You don't get to abuse my mother's kindness, my heart no more. Shit is done. So I hope y'all got your shit off the last 2 weeks.
Boom, boom. All right. Can you guys hear me better? All right. Sorry about that. Now, when Mike put his middle finger up, I was saying, who is he doing that to? Somebody he's putting that middle finger up to. He's saying, F you, F you. Who is he doing that to? Huh? I wonder, Mike, who's the finger to? It's some for somebody, you know? Oh my goodness. What are y'all thoughts about this? And in this clip, did you guys hear what he said in this clip? He says that all you fake friends and fake family, stop using his mom name for clout. Is he talking about that producer dude that keep on having why did Angie say his name part 1? Why did Angie say his name part 2? Why did Angie say his name part 4? Is Mike talking about him? Okay. I don't know, honey, but it seems I'm gonna let y'all play it again. Is Mike talk? What's that boy name? What is that man name? I forgot. What is that man name that do all those part 1, 2, and 3s of Angie Stone? I don't know his name.
I'm just, motherfuckers around, like fake ass friends, family, like just bullshit people, was taking this moment for an attention moment. I seen it. We all seen it. Your actions were on full display. Full display. But no more. Y'all folks do not get to use. You don't get to take advantage. You don't get to abuse my mother's kindness, my heart no more. Shit is done. So I hope y'all got your shit off the last 2 weeks.
All right. So yeah, his name is Stoney. Is he talking about Stoney? Okay. People are saying, I don't think he's talking about him. But then I say this. Well, name me who he talking about. Who is Michael talking about? Who was Angie's friend? Who is Angie's family that has been talking about her on social media? Huh? Name me the names. I want to know. Who's he referring to? Who is Angie's friend? Who is Angie's family that's been talking about her on social media or that's making money off her name these past couple of 2 weeks? Huh? Who is he referring to? I want to know. Okay. I need to look at them videos. Whoever was an Angie friend that's been making videos about her, if it ain't Stone, I want to know their name because I want to see these videos. If it's a family that I don't know about that's been talking about Angie for weeks, send me their name because I want to watch that video. He said friends or family of Angie Stones that are fake, making videos or doing stuff for clout using her name. So who is the friend and who is the family? I want to know. Y'all gonna have to drop them names. Okay. All right. So let's continue on.
Boy, I need this Vaseline bad. I came out in the daylight and looked like I got a job kicking flour. Which one? What's that?
I was just making sure because we do have comfort shoes.
Honey, they can't get no more comfortable than this. You want me to put those Uggs on just so I can protect the bottom of these?
No, you good. Do you want my coat? Just in case?
Yeah, he gonna bring my coat. Okay, this is what it looks like. Yeah, I'm ready. Put it in makeup hand. No.
Oh, I love this. This is living. This is living. Oh, rock my baby. Don't push the boat over. That's somebody else. Blooper.
I know.
Roll my ass off.
I can't wait for them to see you get out.
I can can get out this thing.
Oh, okay.
I gotta do.
Like your song, easier said than done.
You gotta swing yourself around.
Okay. Yeah.
And you sit up.
Okay. And that was worth it.
Now, do you get up?
Yeah, get up. Yeah. You had a lot better. Maybe mine was a little high. And there's that blooper I was talking about, guys. It's not a pretty picture.
Ooh, one thing about this family, y'all love embarrassing each other and putting on social media, don't y'all? Y'all get off. Oh, I guess it's like a family tradition when you show that your mom fell out the swing. I guess that was very funny to him. I could never do it to my mom. That's not funny. She could have really hurt herself, you know. But in this family, it seems like they like making jokes. That's just how they get down. Okay. I could never do it. My parents will have a fit if I post anything of them falling out a chair or something like that. They're like, that's not funny. Somebody could really get hurt. Okay. But Angie and her kids, they love this type of embarrassment. It seems like, okay, because it's not the first time they've been doing this embarrassing stuff. Okay. So this is what he says. So bear with me, I'm going to read. Okay. Hey mama, I ain't want nothing. Just want to say I love you. I know you up there enjoying God body. I hope you got to see grandma and granddaddy. I want you to know how proud I am at the person you are. I want you to know how much you have inspired me every single day. You never failed me, never, ever, ever. You never were a burden to me, ever. If I had to do it all again, I wouldn't change nothing. See, this the part that got me. When he talking about mom, you were never a burden to him, and if he had to do it again, he would do it again. Now I feel like his sister Diamond don't feel that way. I feel like the sister have a whole different relationship with the mama. And I seen somebody in the chat says, well, Diamond is the first child. I never said Diamond was not the first child. What I said was Michael is the firstborn son. Now, ain't that right? Press 1 if Michael is the firstborn son. Okay. Does she got any other sons? He's the firstborn and the only born. Okay. Okay. So let's keep on moving on here. He says to his mom, I'm so grateful for the lessons that I've learned from you. I hope to one day be a good to my kids as you were to me. She said she was the best mom, a good mom. All right. I just wanted you to know that I got it from here. Oh, shit. He said, I want you to know I got it from here, mama. I'm going to be okay. And I'm long live you forever. Love you, mama. Ain't that sweet? Ain't that sweet? Ain't that sweet, y'all? That's so sweet. Oh, all right. So look like Diamond came through. Uh-oh. Diamond came through. Hey, Diamond came through. The sister came through on the chat, y'all. And this is what Diamond had to say. Diamond says, I love you for life. And she's talking to the brother. She says, I love you for life, nigga. Okay. I'm so proud of you. And mama is too. Watching this brought me to tears because I know how much y'all meant to each other, and I know there's nothing that can do to stop your pain. Oh my God. Did you hear what Diamond said? It's almost like She knows that her brother and her mom had this close relationship, as if she wanted that close relationship with her mom, but she never got it. The brother got that close relationship with the mom, you know? That's how I felt. I felt like Diamond and Michael, they don't share the same love for their mom. I think it's different. I think they have a different experience. What do you guys think? Press 1 if they have a different experience with their mother. Press 4 if you feel like, no, it's the same. Okay. Oh, come on, Diamond. I'm glad Diamond did come through because, you know, I'm sure people probably felt like she probably felt some type of way, you know, by him saying, you know, you're the best mom. I want you to do it all again, especially when she didn't feel like she was the best mom. Okay. She was going upside her mom's head. She went outside talking about her mom is a monster. She had a lot of regret with her mama. A lot of times she couldn't stand her mama. A lot of times she wanted to fight with her mama. So hell no, they have a whole different situation. Oh, Diamond came through. Diamond came through, y'all. Okay. Now somebody said, well, who gonna get the money? Who gonna get the money? Is the son gonna get the money, or the daughter gonna get the money? Who gonna get that money? I don't know. Who y'all think gonna get that money? Okay. All right. So also I wanted to play this right here. Give me a minute. Let me pull this up. Now, this was February the 28th. This was moments before Angie Stone's death. And isn't it weird that she died on your birthday? Ain't that awkward? Can you imagine your mother dying on your birthday? Ooh, that is so spooky. That's so spooky. So these are some pictures he posted on his turning 28. I can't even hear it. It must have been muted. But that's him as a little boy with Angie Stone. Okay. Back in the day, him and his mom, Angie Stone, on the stage, holding it down, holding it down. This is so adorable. And he will always have these moments. He will always cherish these moments. You know, she loved her kids. She loved her kids. Do you hear me? Yes, she did. Yes, she did. Look. All right. So I'm sure he's going to cherish that. This is Michael. He's been raised to the sun. I don't know if this is going to be a rebirth or what. Okay. But that was on his birthday. And he said 28 years for Saturn to cycle around the sun. Now, I don't know what that means. You know, everybody got their own beliefs. Okay. I don't know about no Saturn and all that crap. I don't know. Saturn year. Super focused right now. Got some big surprises. Got some big surprises for y'all very soon. Yeah, that was a big surprise. His mom passed away. Me and team been working very hard to bring something meaningful and special to the ones who's been down with this long. But tonight we gonna celebrate. Meet me at the Booty Club. What? Girl, was he down at the Booty Club when his mama was getting taken out of here? Huh? He was down in the Booty Club. He said, meet him at the Booty Club. Michael, what you doing at the Booty Club, nigga? Okay. What is Michael doing at the Booty Club? How you gonna have a Booty Club and then God gonna do it? Is God at the Booty Club too? Didn't he start off with no, maybe he didn't start off with God. Okay. Now he talked about that Saturn stuff. Okay. I guess he was into Saturn stuff. All right. So let's go here. This is a video of Angie Stone and Michael. Now, when you see this video, a lot of people felt like Michael was being very disrespectful to his mom. I want you all to be the judge. Okay. So let me let this play. I'm going to silence myself. I'm going to silence.
Hey, what's up? Hey. I said, it's my turn, Mike. There he go. Hey,
that's my life. Hey.
It's Swavo Chronicles. Swavo and Mom. Look, first of all, it's been a minute.
First of all, it's her birthday, man. Wish her happy birthday, man. Balloons in the chat, man. Balloons in the chat.
I'm going to need you to
happy
calm
birthday.
down.
Happy birthday.
Pay attention to the road.
birthday!
You know what, y'all? This is why I decided to go live today, because my son has road rage, mental problems.
Yeah, but it's gonna be wrong
Okay?
today.
There's a lot of traffic out here, and this raging fool over here. Okay?
Mama, you know
I have to look because I don't want nobody to jump out their car and come at me because you acting crazy.
All these years I've been having road rage.
Listen,
did something to you.
Listen.
Never.
Mike, you are so bad.
Why would they do something to you?
I'm
standing right here.
Not you see me, I would run clean over a person that come in front of me by anything. Because I don't know what you're coming for. You should have stayed in your car. But him, he'll sit there and have a confrontation and somebody pull out something. People are going crazy this day. You don't know. Hush.
They're not like that though. They're not gonna really do that. They scary. That's why they do that.
A scary person don't jump out their car and run to a car with two black people in it and one that's 3 times their size. They're gonna knock them. They crazy to run up on you. You don't play the radio. You just can't beat me.
Right.
That part. I'll take something and knock you down. I mean that.
I don't know smoke.
But anyway, I want to know if anybody else is experiencing riding with their kid. They blasted music for hours that are the millennial style. I mean, I can't get no classic, sexy, dope music.
I just play Luther Vandross.
No, you play Kendrick Lamar and a piece of Luther Vandross.
Yeah.
No, he got to use Luther to get on. Come on now.
No.
Now, don't make me start calling y'all out.
Be careful.
I ain't got to be.
Watch.
Look at that. They running from Kendrick Lamar. I love Kendrick Lamar. But I'm going to tell you this.
Yeah, fix that.
Shut up.
Fix that.
First of all, Kendrick Lamar, none of them don't scare me.
Fix that.
And I'm going to tell you why.
Fix that, though.
Because if you got to go and sample Luther,
Mama, don't do that. Because we can have a discussion on this live.
We can discuss it on this live.
Your biggest song is a sample.
It is a sample, but I gave them the credit, and wait a minute. The song was rewritten. Don't tell me what not to do, boy. Listen to me. I'm trying to teach you something. I'm saying this new generation is hustling hard off of familiarity. Okay? I ain't mad at them because you're smart to do that.
Why?
You understand?
Who they learn from how to do that?
I don't know. You tell me.
I'm asking you a question.
No, I don't know. See, you supposed to be driving. Pay attention to the road. This is what I'm talking about. Trying to stay over here in my world. And my thing right now is, and I'm not trying to hate on anybody. Let me make that clear.
That was definitely hate.
That was not a hate. What I said, you play. He gonna holler. He played Luther Vandross. I just told him the truth. No, you played Kendrick Lamar with a piece of Luther Vandross. Was I wrong?
Luther got paid.
Luther is not getting paid. Luther is deceased.
Just people got paid.
So I'm going to need you to stop talking fast when you don't know what you're talking about. If they'd have sampled it while he was here, he would have saw that paper. But he ain't seeing it right now.
Can't live forever.
No, you can't live forever.
But you know, live forever.
But guess what? Their music will live forever and people going to use it forever.
Mm-hmm.
That don't mean take advantage of a person because they're no longer here.
I don't think
I didn't say no names. You saying it now. Yeah. I sampled, neither one of us, I sampled 8 bars for No More Rain in This Cloud. I rewrote the entire bridge, the song, the lyrics, everything, and I used the intro on the song. But you know what I did? You know what I did? I gave them 95% of the song. I gave my dad the other 5% because guess what? I was inspired by their music. And I figured if I could give back to the OGs, let me do it in this way. Because they got a song. Now my song lives forever. They get a check forever. God gonna bless me for my giving. Now I ain't saying that.
Chris came early.
Mike. Unfortunately, my dad passed away and he didn't get his money. Okay?
95?
The company got 95%. We were both signed to the same publishing company. And my publishing company said, okay, we're going to have to pay for this sample. Because they knew I was coming back with another song.
How
So
much
they
they charge
didn't
you for
get,
the sample?
they didn't charge me anything for the sample. They took the song.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, with that being said, this was not an education lesson. This was clearly me letting you guys know that this dude over here has road rage. We're out in this kind of traffic out here. Look, we're out in this kind of traffic. Oh, and it's my birthday. It's all right. It's my birthday today. And only reason, thank you, only reason I got in this car with him, there's all this loud music and everything is because they want to take me out somewhere. So I said, okay. But you know what? My hair gonna be standing on my head when I get there. My nerves gonna be shook. I ain't gonna be able to eat nothing if it's a restaurant because I gotta think about getting back home in the dark with this one. That's impatient.
Mama,
You know traffic is bad out here.
Because I want you to get there. I want to have my queen in traffic. You deserve to fly above the traffic and go straight there.
Go get me a plane then.
How about that? I'm working on it.
Give me an airplane and nigga just coast right over all these cars. They got cars with wings now. I heard.
Elon.
They got flying cars. That's what I heard.
I'm trying to go to San Francisco to meet Elon.
You want to meet? Don't say that out loud. Why?
Ooh, Elon Musk.
Why you want to meet him?
What you mean why I want to meet him? Come on, Mom.
He what?
Cybertruck.
Oh, damn mercy.
Cybertruck.
Meeting all these people with all these extra terrestrial hookups.
My future coming whether you want to or not.
It's coming, but guess what? I'm ready for it. It ain't coming for me. I tell you why. Because God got me. And whatever's coming for y'all, I suggest y'all get on my team. The one that Jesus owns. And so you can avoid all that, all them zaps and lasers. Thank you. So I just want to say, I'm grateful that my son and my cousin and my niece and my granddaughter back here, all of them taking me out because I normally would have been stuck in the house. But I wanted to get on the live today because I wanted everybody to know that, you know, God is everything to us, and the enemy tried to do his thing in the last month, but God, that's all I can say. So y'all ain't seen me on my live. I'm gonna get on my live when I get to this place where they taking me, and I'm gonna put y'all up on game because I want to know where it is too. When I get here, I'm gonna let you guys.
Out of the spot. It's one of my spots. You can't do that.
Well, you own it.
Yeah.
Well, if you own it, you already have a plane or transportation.
Add an extra to it.
Well, you don't. Your spot. Okay. Well, who bought you there?
Who bought me there?
Who took you there?
That's neither here nor there.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch, let me tell you something. I'm grateful that they thought enough to show me this love today. I really didn't think I was going to be able to have a happy birthday because I was going through so much for the last 4 weeks. But God has turned that beat all the way around. And I'm back. Oh, by the way, I know y'all heard the new Christmas song, All I'm Missing, featuring Jay Brown and Juanita Wynn.
New Christmas song, chat.
All you gotta do.
Christmas trees in the chat, baby.
Mike, you driving out here on the highway.
All I'm missing is you, young Christmas song, baby.
See that? Doing too much. Look where we at.
Yeah, we in traffic, we in motion.
But anyway, I can tell you this. Shout out to my brother, DMX, who shares a birthday as well in heaven. He's celebrating. I know he's doing his thing. Deborah Paula, wherever you are, my girl from high school, we share a birthday. Thank you, sis, for just always keeping it 100. To my TT Bertha, girl, my Bertha, I call her my twin. Bertha is my girl from Louisiana, and she is the bomb.com. Most loyal person I know down there from them parts. Yeah. Happy birthday, Bertha. Oh, and Nikki Martin, Makeup Martin. Happy birthday, sweetie. She shares our birthday too. We call Nikki Martin the makeup artist. Shout out, sis. Um, hey, all I can say is I'm glad to be here. It's good to be here amongst you all. And it's a lot of stuff coming. When I start my live back, I'm going to surprise you guys. Get ready, as I've decided to upload some of the episodes of the show that we were creating. Stay tuned. I'm going to keep it locked. I will try to get you guys back from the table. I don't know if I'm going to get on my live tonight, but I do know that tomorrow.
Man, look at these clouds.
What?
Look at these clouds.
Look at these clouds.
Look at the clouds.
See what I'm talking about?
How close they is.
I'm on a flow with my conversation. You just came with that.
No, I was talking to Shane.
You wasn't talking to Shane. You looked right at me.
I promise you I didn't look at you.
Okay. Meanwhile, like I said, I love you guys. I look forward to
It's beautiful.
catching up with you guys a little later. Go ahead and download or at least listen. Go on Apple Music. They gave us the page yesterday. So on Apple Music, there was the Angie Stone's face as the premier artist for Apple Music.
Really?
And if you go on there and you can play the song All I'm Missing, is #1 in several countries right now and steadily climbing here in the U.S., breaking ground to be a Christmas song. I'm so excited about what God is doing. All right, listen, I'm going to let you guys rock out. I thank you.
Wow. Wow, you guys. Did you guys hear that? My goodness. My goodness. Did you guys just witness what I witnessed? It was almost like she knew that this was going to be her last. Oh, excuse me. Oh, my goodness. It was almost like she knew that this was going to be her last birthday. We are all watching her last birthday on live. Who does that? She didn't even want to go, but her son was like, I want to take her out. And they celebrated her last birthday on live for all to see. Wow, isn't that deep? Her last birthday, you guys. And it wasn't that long ago. And yeah, she said that I guess she's going to see DMX in heaven, or shout out to DMX in heaven. And that was eerie too, considering she's gone now. And she mentioned DMX on her birthday. And did you hear the son? He said the clouds. So you see the clouds. On her birthday, on her last birthday, the clouds were getting closer to her. And you guys know she's all about the clouds with that song, No More Clouds. And they said her name is Angie, meaning an angel, you know? So I was like, wow. I was just taking it in. People are also saying that, did you watch the woman in the back? People are saying the woman in the back was looking at her evil, like feeling envy. And we all know Angie Stone has so many snakes around her. You know, wow. What do you guys make of all this? What do y'all make of all this? Ain't it sad? Last birthday on her live. Ooh, people are saying it's almost like she knew that this was going to happen. My goodness. Um, really believe that that's in her casket. compare the size to her face. All right, so people are saying, do you guys believe that that was her in the casket? I'm going to go ahead and say yes. I don't know for sure, of course, because I'm not there. All right, but do you guys believe that she's in that casket? I believe she's in that casket. Oh my goodness. And for those that are just coming in, I'm going to play. Who is that? Do y'all know who this is? Who is that? Time out. Who is that on the screen? Who is this? Isn't that awkward? Did y'all just see that lady on that screen? That was so odd. Like, who is that old lady on the screen? All right, so this is the part.
She gone. I'm just, motherfuckers around, like fake ass friends, family, like just bullshit people, was taking this moment for an attention moment. I seen it. We all seen it. Your actions were on full display. Full display. But no more. Y'all folks do not get to use. You don't get to take advantage. You don't get to abuse my mother's kindness and her heart no more. Shit is done. So I hope y'all got your shit off the last 2 weeks.
All right, so he's talking about the people in that funeral. That is what people are saying. They say he's talking about Clyde Davis. He's talking about Tyler Perry. He's talking about everybody that was in that funeral that got on there being all fake and phony. Okay, that's what they're saying in the comment section. I'm not sure, but we have to talk about this. What is to come next? Is Michael, is he going to rally around and he going to get them to do justice for his mom? Do you guys think that Michael have the strength in him to do what's right, to get justice for his mother? It looked like he has a fight. He's speaking out now, and he's shaming people that has been fake in that funeral floor, talking to, they would. And I think he's talking about, do y'all think he's talking about Tyler Perry? Press 1 if he's talking about Tyler Perry. Press 2 if he's not talking about Tyler Perry. He might be talking about Tyler Perry. And let me tell you why. The reason why I say that, because you guys know, yes, Tyler Perry, he did the funeral for her. But a lot of people are saying that it wasn't genuine. They said that Tyler Perry didn't even know Angie Stone. Okay, they said Tyler Perry did it so he can come out and look like the hero, because his name been very muddy in social media these past couple of years, and he needed to come out like he's the hero. Mind you, Tyler Perry and Clyde Davis, they're still buddies. So for that, Clyde Davis sent Tyler Perry a message to send to Angie Stone at her goddamn funeral. Okay. Now, was Angie Stone and Clyde Davis, was they cool? I don't know, but I don't trust Clyde. I don't trust nobody. And a lot of people felt that was so disrespectful for Tyler Perry to have Clyde Davis send a message, or, a message was read at the funeral. And then they say Tyler Perry then got the, what you call that? The boo-wah, the bow wow, the balu. I don't know what y'all call it anyway. They are saying the fraternity and sororities. A lot of people don't like them. They said they spiritual, doing some other spirit shit. So Tyler Perry got those people to do the boule. Ain't that what y'all call it? The boule all around the casket. And they felt that was disrespectful to the funeral and everything. But it was Tyler Perry Productions. So I can see why people are saying he's talking about Tyler Perry, because he's been for weeks. But Monique called Tyler Perry out. And then I thought, do you think he could be talking about Monique? Because didn't Monique use Angie Stone's name for clout? That's what people are saying, and he is sick and tired of it. You know, it could be he talking about Monique too. I think he could be talking about a list of individuals. But you know, Monique never said that she was close friends with Angie. She said, I feel your pain, girl. You know, but I don't know. But Michael says it's a lot of people that is pretending to be Angie's family, well, our family of hers, but they're fake and phony. And it's a lot of these friends out here that's claiming to be Angie's friend, but fake and phony. So we got to watch out. Everybody that's saying they're a friend of Angie is not a friend of Angie, because where were y'all at when she needed y'all the most? Why y'all ain't putting videos up when she came out on the internet talking about this is what they're doing to her, that she's about to be taken out of here? The video I just showed y'all of her birthday, she said a couple of weeks later, that's when they stuck the needle in her and they were poisoning her, and she almost did not make it. Now, why didn't we see the same people talking out the funeral, the same people talking out all this on the internet shit? Why was they not speaking out then? Why wasn't they speaking out in December? Why were they speaking out in November? Hell, she was going through the worst. Why was she alone? Why was she alone? Why did it take for her to have death, for the Tyler Perrys to speak out, for the Stonies to speak out, for all these other people to speak out? Why did they have to wait till she died? Something ain't right with that picture. Something don't sit right with me with that. But I want to know your thoughts about this. I'm going to look in the comment section and see what you guys are saying. I believe he was talking about some people that the lady spoke about in the church when she said haters and spectators. But Angie, you know I like to deal with names. I need the names. Who name? Are we talking about Walter? What are the names? Because that can be anybody. You know, all this speculating y'all got going on. Y'all not telling exactly who it is, but you want to speculate. If you that bold to go on to get a mic to shame people, call them by name. I'm from old school. We get on that mic, we're going to call your ass out by name. Okay? We're not going to do all this speculating and guessing who, and you make a mistake and you guess the wrong person. If you that bold to say it, say that goddamn name. Who, you ain't scared of nobody, right? You got God on your side. Say the name. That's all I'm saying. I don't got time for that. I rock with that lady that keep it real. He knows this is just the beginning. And I think, do you guys think that Michael is ready for the fight? I think he's possibly preparing for the fight. But Mike, you want to keep it quiet. Don't tell everybody what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Because they're watching Mike's every move, every post he make. They're watching him. Any colleges of the HBO knows the sororities and sisterhoods there. Nothing demonic about that. All right. Well, listen, Kia, I didn't say the sororities and fraternities are demonic. I don't know nothing about y'all. Okay. I don't know nothing about no groups. I was just raised one way. That's the only group I know about, really. But I never diss anybody. I never say this person is wicked or demonic. I don't do all that. Other people on my panel do, but I don't do it. So don't be mad at me, because put me out there. I ain't say nothing bad about nobody. Do y'all thing. Shit, I don't get there. Okay. So argue with them. What's the significance of the necklace they had on? Who necklace? I didn't see Michael with a necklace, so I don't know exactly who you're referring to. All right. Thank you, boo. Thank you, TT. Thank you, Ty. Okay. Yeah, Mike, watch how you move. He better watch how he moves, because you know, if I was Mike's enemy, you know I'm gonna get your ass with a 2-piece, nigga. Okay. I'm gonna get him with a 2-piece with some biscuits, some mac and cheese, some candy yams. Okay. And I'm gonna get Diamond on that alcohol. I mean, they show you what their issues are. They show you how easy they can get got. All I gotta do is bring a big mama to Big Mike, or shit. Big Mike, he don't got no woman. I can get him a woman. That is how China got Kim Kardashian brother. You remember him when he was big as hell? Got him a China. Somebody can bring you a black China, Mike. You know what I'm saying? Turn your life around and end up being the ops. And like I said with Diamond, I think somebody gonna give her a man. You know what I mean? So you got to be careful. You got to be careful. Sony says something I believe to let who needs to know just because she's gone, they are still going to get the family or the money. Okay, well, I need some names. I don't deal with that speculation. If you guys want to come and explain that shit, that's cool. But I'm not dealing with all. I'm not playing guess goose. I'm not doing that. I hope I'm wrong about this, but it's something about the boyfriend Blondie that doesn't sit right in my spirit. Well, TS, I didn't know she had a boyfriend. So you mean to tell me, is it a boyfriend or the best friend? Because you know BF can mean boyfriend or it can mean best friend. I was like, boyfriend, that's not like a woman named Blondie. Okay. But I ain't trying to judge. So, Blondie, is that the best friend or a boyfriend? What you mean by that, TS? That's why y'all got to explain y'all shit when y'all typing so I can understand. You know what I mean? Is that a boyfriend or a best friend? Huh? She's talking about marriage again. I don't know what you talking about. I shouldn't even put that there. You bashing Diamond all the time. First of all, Shirley, I didn't bash Diamond. I'm trying to help her ass out, okay? Because if she was my sister, I'd say, Diamond, get your ass off this internet now. We got work to do, okay? We don't got time to be all that foolery and all that hee ha ha and twerking. We got work to do. Okay. They are watching, they're monitoring us. We got a lot of paperwork to do. We got work to do. We need to find protection, get the best people on a job to figure out what happened to mom. Okay. To figure out what's going on with the goals that she had in place. How can we execute that? And we can execute that by making a fool of ourselves, a spectacle of ourselves on social media. And for what? And for what? I don't care if you drink. Okay. But hell, man, you got to represent for your mama. You said she's going to make your mama proud. Okay. So it's not me bashing her. I'm trying to get her ass together. Okay. I'm trying this tough love, boo-boo. Okay. To be honest with you, if I wanted to bash her, I would say, go ahead, Diamond. Get it, girl. Start twerking, girl. Girl, do you want me to give you some more liquor, girl? Yeah, girl. Yeah, girl. I would entice her to do more foolishness if I was bashing her. If I didn't want good for her, I'd say, come on, Diamond. What you got to say about this, girl? Hey, you want to go to the party, Diamond? Yeah, Diamond. Come on, let's get you on video, Diamond. Twerk, 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 Diamond. Twerk for your mama, Diamond. Hey, I do all that bullshit, all that buffoonery to get her distracted. So the enemy can do a loops around her ass while she up here partying, twerking, and drinking with me. Okay? That ain't nothing but a distraction. And then when I'm gone or the smoke's clear, she's going to be like, damn, what happened? Time did fly by and they got everything because nobody has snapped her into reality. Focus. Okay? Goddamn. I want her to win. I want her to protect her mom's assets. I don't want her to put her personal business of she calling her mom a beast on social media. I don't want none of that. Okay? That's some shit you want. I don't want none of that. So that's just how I feel about that. Okay. Yeah, that's what they want, Players Club. P-Valley. Let's get the lights up. Let's get this lights up in here. Y'all deaf still don't sit right with me. While the people in the van ain't talking like the people in the crash were left out. Let me tell you why they're not talking. They're not talking because they got paid to be quiet. They all getting a check. Okay. They were signing them NDAs. We all heard about that. So they're loyal to the money. Then people say the reason why they're quiet is because they scared. Because it's a big thug. I don't know if it's a black. I think it's a black thug. It's a big black thug that works in the entertainment business that was partially blamed or benefited from stealing all of Angie Stone's stuff. And they are making a deal with MGU or UMG. They made a deal with them. Okay. And they said, get her ass out of here. I'm going to give you this. And we're going to kill 5 birds with 1 stone, because Angie was doing a lot of things that they didn't like, what multiple people didn't like. She was going to cut people off. She was in her time of awakening. She was saying things. And she's also nice and graceful, where if you did her wrong, she'll forgive you. She'll forgive you. She'll forgive you. She'll forgive you. She keep on forgiving. But this time around, she was trying to be more strict. And see, when somebody is used to always disrespecting you, when somebody is used to always taking advantage of you, and you start to say, no, the bullshit stops now, they're going to look at you. Oh yeah, you acting funny as hell. Yeah, you used to be cool, but now you acting funny as hell. You ain't had no problem with it before. You ain't had no problem with it before. Now you all this awakening shit. Now that's cutting into me. Okay, I got stuff I got going on. I was depending on that money. I was depending on that. Now you don't have no regard for nobody else. You gonna do that shit. You effed up, girl. You effed up. You done changed. Yeah, she ain't the same, y'all. She getting on my damn nerves too. Yeah, what we gonna do about this? Okay, and you already know in this climate, they don't care about life. Man, how many people don't care about life right now? They don't even care about their own life. What makes you think they care about yours? Okay. So, honey, I think that the people at the top, UMG, did a deal with a black cane in the middle, okay, to orchestrate this shit out, because it was not seamless. It was some nigga shit. That's why it's not seamless. I think that if it was the top people, they would have had it seamlessly. We wouldn't question no shit about it. It would be like, damn, that was an accident, and that's it. That's all, folks. But now it's too many hoes. Okay, the reports ain't adding up. Okay, the people is talking. There's some nigga shit. If a nigga that's behind this, okay, I know a nigga when I smell it. Okay, that's how I feel about it. All right, so they're not speaking because they scared and they got money on their head. So they're not going to speak. I think they're going to speak probably like 20, 30 years. When certain people start to die off and they feel like they have the freedom to speak, just like Diddy. A lot of people wasn't speaking about Diddy, but because he's in jail now, they don't feel the pressure. They don't feel the threat. Now they can speak out. Well, it's going to be the same with this situation now. You know what I'm saying? So Emily donated $20. Hey, thank you, Emily. Hey, girl. Okay, give me a super sticker on that shit. Okay. Ooh, I don't know where nobody at. I don't keep tabs on people, y'all. My form is open. So if you want to come up here, you come up here. If you don't, you don't. I wish everybody well, but I don't keep tabs on nobody. So please don't ask me where nobody at, because I don't know. I'm not their mama. Okay. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Everybody that's been on my platform before, they always give you guys links to find them. So you got to tap them on the shoulder and ask them where they at. Go ahead, put it out there. I agree with you. Thank you, boo. Okay. No, it's a criminal investigation. They have to talk to detectives. You know what? It's always a criminal investigation. People still gonna talk. You act like, oh, it's a criminal investigation. Ain't nobody gonna talk. These are black people. They talk. They gossiping to somebody. Somebody knows something. Okay, and they talking. Okay. They say it's a criminal investigation. Like these are about. They don't follow the damn laws. Hell, they break the laws every chance they get. Okay, so yeah, it may be a criminal investigation, but they still can talk if they want to talk. And I'm sure they're talking to somebody. They're just not talking to a big platform, but I'm sure they talking to somebody. Okay, I'm sure of it. Yes, they quiet because they in on it. Angie said, I'm tired of helping folks to the top, and they give me their ass to kiss. All right. Yes. Yep, you goddamn right about that. Okay. All right. They said, DJ, you look like somebody's rich auntie. Clock that T. I am somebody rich auntie. I got nephews and nieces out this here. Okay. I ain't saying I'm rich, okay, but I got a little something, okay? I got a little something, okay? I just saw it as a bad accident 3 weeks ago. I had no idea they would be there talking about Angie being murked. Yeah, You better wake up. Come on, Miss Harris. Come on, Miss Harris. Miss Harris here to join me. Hey,
Hey, Thinker Bud, how are you today?
good girl. So glad you here.
I love your hair. I'm happy to be here.
Thank you, girl. Old style. Old
Yeah,
style.
that's cute. That's that sexy. It looks like look kind of Marilyn Monroe-ish. It looks kind of Lena Hornish tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. I
Thank
like
you,
it.
girl.
So what's going on tonight? I heard a little bit of something. I was trying to get myself
Angie
together.
Stone, let me tell you, Miss Harris, Angie Stone's son is speaking out. And
Chill, what happened?
he is tired of the stuff, Miss Harris. He felt like a lot of people at that funeral were doing a lot of faking, and he was exposing the family that was faking. But then that's when Diamond came through, girl.
Ooh,
Diamond came through, and she said, because let me tell you what Mike said about his mama. He says, Mama, I love you, and I'm proud of you, Mama. You was a good mama to me. You was not a burden to me, Mama. And when he said that, Miss Harris, you were not a burden to me. To me, clock T about Diamond. Because I feel Diamond
ooh,
felt like the mom was a burden to her. You understand what I'm saying?
right.
He was like, you know what, Mama? If I have kids, I want to raise them just like you raised me because you did a great job, Mama. He says, if I had to do it again, I wanted to be nothing changed because that's how good of a mother you were to me.
Oh,
Okay. And see, when he said all that, I think Diamond, she don't feel that way. She don't have that sentiment. Diamond
right.
she do those shots. She talking shit. She telling her Angie fans to F them. You ain't never hear no Michael tell Angie fans to F them. You ain't never hear Michael talking about some give me some cash apps. Give me some cash apps. Give me some cash app. Don't worry about the fucking
Mm-mm-mm.
cash apps. Give me them gas and cash app. You don't see him begging for cash apps, but her ass was okay.
You,
And
you
then
know what? How I feel about Diamond is I feel like it's a lot of resentment that she had for her mom. How she chooses to express that may not be the right way. Um, but I feel like it's some things that probably happened in her years of growing up, especially with her mother being on the road and not being able to be there, for her on a full time basis and probably having to be raised by someone else. And, sometimes kids get those thoughts in their head like, she loves her work more than she loves me. And, we don't know if Michael was raised by the grandmother or whoever raised Diamond. We don't know if Michael was raised in that same household or if Angie had a chance to spend more time with Michael than she did with Diamond, and that could be a lot of resentment too. Um,
and let's not forget a Harris jealousy. Let's not
yeah,
act like
yeah,
siblings ain't jealous of other siblings' relationship with their own parents
yeah,
because it
yeah,
happens
yeah,
more than often, especially when you're raised in toxic, you know.
yeah,
But I will
toxicity.
say, Angie, I mean Diamond, she came through on Michael Post and she was very nice. She
Okay,
she said that I love you and her relationship. I love that for you, Mike. She says, I love you for life, Mike. Okay. So she wanted everybody to know that she loved Michael and she loved that he had a good relationship with the mom.
right. And it may not be a situation where she has an issue with her brother. It may just be the issue with her mother, and like you said, the jealousy of their relationship and trying to process that for herself. Maybe just too much to deal with at that point. I feel like some therapy is definitely needed for her to figure out what she's going to do with these feelings of grief and feelings of the past. Because one thing's for certain, two things for sure: the past is the past and you can't change it. At this point she's grown, so she has full reign over her life to figure out what she wants to do and how she wants to get better. Because the bottom line is, you keep carrying that shit with you, it's not going to end up well for you. And I can say that, with me having children, I had my oldest son when I was 14, and he was more like my little brother than my son. because we were so close in age, even though we were together every day, but we were still so close in age. You know, with him growing up and I'm growing up at the same time, I'm 25 and he 11, right? So that's already weird to him, you know, trying to establish those boundaries. Like we never had a situation where he was disrespectful. Now, sometimes he might get a little mouthy and you got to put him back in his place, but you know, he has his own recollections. Like the other day is crazy to me because I have two boys. And he told my granddaughter, he was like, yeah, because I came home. I done came home plenty of times and it wasn't nothing to eat. And I said, who house you came to? So I had to call my youngest son. I said, your brother just said he came home. A lot of times it wasn't nothing to eat. He said, I don't know what house he grew up in because I know we always had something to eat. Now, it might not have been what he wanted to eat, but it was food in the house. So, you know, people have their own, you know, recollection of how things go down. And, you know, even with me,
Wait, Harris. Hold on. Shy. Oh shit.
what happened?
Is Shy sent? Hold on, Miss Harris. Be quiet for a minute, girl, please. You know I love Miss Harris. Miss Harris, you know I love when me and you go back at it, girl. It's so entertaining. But hold on, Miss Harris. Hold on. You know we got a role play tonight, Miss Harris, right?
Oh, my God. Okay.
Okay. But Shy says, Baby Stone said yesterday, before the sun started saying anything, that it was a criminal investigation. That is what Stone said. Stone is Angie's friend and co-worker. That the person who is who is a sleeper cell in the circle, called him and told him Angie was dead. Okay, so the person that you mean in the van, the person I was in the van, she said sleeper cell. What the hell is a sleeper cell?
Yeah, what's that?
Yeah, girl, Shy, just talk for regular, girl. I'm not trying to decode shit. Okay,
How about just come up on the platform so she can tell us herself?
girl, they're not doing that, Miss Harris, because Miss Harris, they see the link, they would have been did that. They don't want to do that. So anyway, all right, so let's process this. Told him Angie was dead. So why did they tell Stone Angie was dead before they told anybody else? So Stone got the message that she was dead before her own kids got.
Right.
You know that's awkward. So Stone is in a circle. Stone know a lot more than he's leading on.
Is
Stone,
that the guy with the mohawk and the glasses?
hell yeah, you know that nigga. Stone
Mm-hmm.
got a lot going on with him.
Did you get a chance to see Trucking Married to Trucking? Did you get a chance to go by there?
No, I'll go by there tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay, when Angie and Diamond was TD Jake's baby, it was messy. Child, just come up here, Shy, and just say
What
what you
happened?
something about some TD Jakes, who knows, and something being messy. We want to know who's the murderer, girl. Okay. Stop the bullshit. Okay, and we want to know who told Stone that she was dead. And at what time did he get this message? I can't look at Stone because it's too subliminal, and I got ADHD, bitch. If it's not entertaining or interesting, I would zone the fuck out. Okay, girl, I'm looking at the comment. I'm over there looking in the comment shit. I'm like, okay, let me see this tea in the comment section. Just scroll. I don't see no tea. Oh, I love how you tell this story. They just love the story time. Okay.
Right.
Tell me the goddamn tea. Okay. Fuck that shit. Okay.
I
So
know that's right.
6 a.m. Okay. So Diamond got the call after 6 a.m. So if he got it at 6 a.m., then he got the call before
The
the
daughter did.
kids. Yeah. So that's kind of crazy. That's crazy if Stone getting a phone call before that.
Do you think that they didn't have access to the children?
Say that again.
Do you think they didn't have access to the children? The reason why they didn't get that phone call first?
No, Miss Harris, stop the bull crap. You know they got Angie's kids number, especially when Michael and Diamond were always, there. They got the kids number.
Oh, it was somebody from the van reporting that Angie was
Yeah,
dead.
that's what they said.
Oh, you think it was what's his name? The guy that was at the funeral with the back brace on, the executive assistant.
I don't know who it was, child. So anyway, the Queen Diva said this lady that was in the van, she was speaking out. Okay.
Yeah, I saw
What's
that.
her
She was,
what's her name? I
I
want names.
don't,
I know I love names.
yeah,
Okay.
I don't know her name, but she was
Hold
on
on, Miss
Truck
Harris.
Murder.
Wait. Can y'all please, when you guys getting tea, and I love y'all getting this tea, don't forget to get the names. I like names. Okay. I like names. The lady, see, it can be any lady. The lady was in the van. She's speaking out. She said that they kept telling the 63 driver to stop speeding and slow down, and she's suing. Okay. So she's blaming it on the driver for driving so fast. And what happened to the lady? Why is she suing? What's wrong with her to make her sue? Okay. I want to know, why is she suing? I want to know what's wrong with her. I want to know her name. Okay. I want to know who's representing her. Okay. And I want to know what was her thoughts or what's her story about Angie. F you know, no disrespect to that lady, but I don't care about that lady. I want to know, Miss Ma'am, when you was in that van, what was Angie Stone doing? Was she wearing a seatbelt? Was she in front of you? Was she behind you? Was she on the side of you? Was she saying, what was her last damn words? Were y'all doing a prayer? When she was driving fast, what was Angie saying about this shit? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Y'all don't be asking the questions, god damn it. And the people that's talking to these people, they don't be asking the good ass questions. Okay. Bring that ass to me. Bring it to me. Okay.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, it's
Oh,
about Angie.
Shy is coming up, Miss Harris. So let's be quiet. Shy coming up. Hey,
Okay.
Shy.
Hey, girl, can you hear me?
Girl, yes, I can, honey. I can't wait for you to tell us this. So you got
Okay.
from Stone.
Yes, honey. He was on his the YouTube podcast that he do, and it was like part 4. And he said, y'all, he said on part 3 he was gonna tell everybody about what happened, part of what happened. So he was saying that the girl, somebody that's a sleeper cell. So the sleeper cell is like um under somebody that's under you, that is really like a snitch or that's out to get you. So if you look it up, a sleeper cell is like somebody that's claimed to be, in your group or your friend, but they really out to get you, basically.
Okay, Shy,
So
a fake friend.
basically, basically.
Okay, Shy, time out. Let's bust this shit open. Who says sleeper cell? Who the fuck says
That's
that
what
shit?
Stone's call her. That's what Stone said.
Okay,
There is sleeper cells in
okay,
her group.
again. Who in the hell says that? Who uses that language? What group
That
uses language?
Listen, when he said it, I
And that
had
Stone
heard
said,
it.
but
I
where's
had heard
Stone
it
getting
from
this?
some. I had heard it from some white people. So then I was like, wait a minute, this sound real noticeable. And so I looked it
So
up. So that's
that's some
how.
white shit. That's some white shit there, right?
It's definitely. So if y'all go back to 4, look, he said this lady called him the night she had the accident and said Angie dead. And he was like, oh my God, oh my God. And he was crying. He was like, they were at the hospital, and she said she just instantly started talking about the driver. And he was like, well, what does that have to do with the fact that Angie is dead? She was like, well, it's just something about him that ain't right, and he acting real funny because his girl up here, when just yesterday he was talking about eating my ass. And he
Oh,
said,
what? What?
yes.
White girl. White
Listen.
girl.
I
Don't
was
talk
like,
about booty eating. What?
yes. And this is what she was saying.
Booty eating. And he brung it to y'all about booty eating.
I swear to God. And he was
Ooh, this
like,
shit
it
stank.
was
Ooh, it
he
stank.
said it was weird. He was like, it was weird to me because I didn't understand why she was telling me this. But then I started thinking, like, wow, okay, so she must got some type of relationship with him, because why is she mad that the girl is up there? So then he said that she was telling him that everybody in the van said they couldn't remember what happened. Then they said that they were telling, and matter of fact, that one of the people that was in the van, pretty girl, I don't know if it was her assistant, she came on on one of her platforms and said that they had been telling the guy to slow down. And Angie was telling him to slow down. And he was like, no, I'm trying to hurry up and get you guys to Baltimore or wherever they were going. And then the van flipped over 3 times. So he came back and he was saying, yes, they're talking now. It's a criminal investigation. He said, yes, I know about the truck driver and all that. He said, no, I don't think he missing. I just think he not talking. He was going in, and he said it's gonna be a part 5 because he gonna tell us some more shit about the investigation and what the police is saying. But it's definitely, the police say it is a homicide. I was floored. Cause I be on stone. I be watching him, and he is
Girl,
pissed. And he
keep
said,
watching his ass so you can come up here and report. Okay.
yes, I'm telling you, I be on it every hour of the hour. So please stop wasting time. You know this shit. Stop. We all like you. Let's get to the shit. What's going on? He said it is a lot of people that are fake, and he said this lady is talking about his company, telling in the kids' ear, telling the kids that because I think his little podcast is called "Why Did Angie Mention My Name?" And it's up there. If y'all go watch it, this shit is deep. You gotta watch it from
Shot,
part
no, we're
one to
not
part
gonna
four.
listen. We just, I'm gonna need you as a reporter, and y'all watch it. Come over, and that's
Listen,
that on that.
I
That's
am
that
a
on that.
report.
I don't got they damn patience. Just come and just recite.
I will
Okay.
do that because I'm a reporter in Cleveland. Like I do interviews with the hip hop and R&B's that come through Cleveland, Ohio. So baby, I be all over the music industry. And I watched that TD Jakes interview they did with her and Diamond. Baby, I don't trust Diamond. I don't trust
Okay.
her.
Well, I got a lot of questions for you, Shy. So, okay. So they was fraternizing amongst the workers, the people in band that was hooking up with each other.
Yes. Yes, that's
Now
exactly
you,
what he said. He
now
said the
you know that's
girl, and wait a minute, then he said that they all going at it about who hired the driver. And he was like, well, you said you hired them. And then she was like, because he be getting drunk sometimes. But then she went back on her story, and now they're all saying, oh no, you hired him. Oh no, you hired him. But he said it's a lot of stuff that we don't know, that he about to tell it all.
mm.
I'm I got
Ooh,
my teeth.
hold on. It's not. It wasn't a lot of download activity.
I guess with that driver, because he said she was pissed that his girl was there. So they were already at the hospital, and I guess he called her to come up there. And Angie
Uh,
was already dead by this time. He said, I'm telling you, I was sipping my tea while he was telling the tea.
girl, so with some freak offs.
It's a lot. It's He said, well, with them two, but he said
What?
there is people,
You
it's people.
know, are they from Atlanta?
I don't know where he didn't say. Like he said he being careful, but he said he not being careful. So I guess he's going to
If
actually
they
give up some names.
all of them hooking up with each other, the men hooking up with women and men. Okay, and if he's eating booty, come on now.
Yes, and he kept
You
saying
better
that he
believe
was
he eating nigga booty too. Okay,
look
okay. Is he dancing on that band? Ain't
and
Ashton on
he
that band?
look. And I think so.
You
Look,
know
wait
so.
a
You
minute.
know so.
The way
Shit.
he was walking at that funeral, I was like, baby, is you been hurt or you been hurt? Like, what's going on? Why
Okay.
he walking like this?
Okay.
And he
Yeah,
just
honey.
and he irritated me too. And he was, I'm telling you, he said it's people that was on that band that wanted to be Angie, and she is one of them. I'm just waiting on him to give up the names.
Yeah.
And
So
he,
all the girls were fake.
yes, yes. I mean, he's so mad. He said Angie had so much getting ready to start. She had that that barbecue sauce, that coffee. She was about to do the residency. She did the Christmas album or whatever that was, baby. Just, but she said it. She told us, I don't know what they might do to not pay me my money. She
Magic.
said,
Hey, Gigi, I had to switch up
Magic
just for you.
City.
I had to switch up just for you because
Hey,
you bring it every time. I know I can't compete. I'm not trying to, but I'm motivated. Okay, so thank you for motivating me.
anytime you look marvelous, girl.
Thank
But I
Hey,
you.
Magic City.
Hey. Okay, so what I got, the update that I got, Gigi, I gotta fill you in. So what I heard through these internet streets is that people were screaming in that sprinter and they were telling him to slow down, but he was on a mission because he was paid to do what he did, but that was a job that he had to execute. But they said, from what I heard through the grapevine, they were screaming and yelling, slow down, slow down, slow down. So the person name I put into the chat like a good maybe half an hour ago, the woman's name is her manager that's suing because apparently she's saying she was in the sprinter too. Don't know if it's true or not, but she said she was in that van.
who
But I
says
heard it.
she can?
It's online. It's on the web that she's suing. They were saying a female's name, and you were saying what's the name, but I put it in the chat because I googled it, and they said that that is the manager, and she was also in a sprinter van that she's suing.
I'ma find
But,
it.
but they said that people were screaming inside and telling him to slow down, but he was on a mission. So they paid him to do what he did, and he is a criminal. And a
Um,
lot of them, they go to these jails to recruit them, to bring them out. And when they bring them out, they already have a plan already set in place. This happens a lot, and they are focused on their mission. And when they execute it, they either make them disappear. They say that they're going to take them back, and then you know what? It just gets hidden. We don't know the end all what happens with these people, but they do have these live missionaries that they set up and they put them out there. They go into I mean, it's a revolving door, these jails. We know this. But they said he was speeding full blast and people were screaming in that van, telling him to stop, slow down, and he refused.
they said it's the Murphy twins, and one of them was hooking up with the driver girl.
Mm.
Yeah,
Uh,
Scott told us. Scott told us, and guess who? Where she got? Guess where Shy got this information from? She got this information from Angie Stone's friend Stone. You know that guy named Stone?
yeah,
That be
Stone, the one that tells
Stone.
us blank, he leaves out the blanks
Yeah,
and tell us to come back the next time. This dude, I don't trust him. I'm sorry.
but
I don't
Magic,
trust him.
Magic. Let me tell you, Stone said that the driver and one of the Murphy twins had something going on. Stone said that one of the Murphy twins called him and said, "Yeah, Angie is dead." And then she started going off on a driver because he didn't eat her butt the right way or some shit like that. Okay,
No, no. This is crazy. I'm sorry. I can't do
but
this.
Stone said
I
that.
can't do this.
But
I can't.
yes, he did. Hold on, I got a witness. Shy. Did he talk about butt eating on?
yes,
Come on.
but see, everything she just said, I already had just told y'all that Stone
Ah,
said it. So you,
shy. Talk about that ass eating. Remember,
he
let's get that
said,
clarified.
and he said the lady that called him, I don't know if it was a manager or not, but he said the lady said that the driver was at the hospital with his girlfriend and acting funny when just yesterday he was talking about eating her ass. And he didn't understand why she was saying that. And that's what started making him be suspicious of her. But everything you just said, Stone had already said before anybody else had came on. So you saying you don't believe him, but baby, I believe him because he was already investigating getting her money. He was already investigating getting her coins, as Angie said. So, baby, I believe him because he's in that camp. He was already doing investigation. So, honey, he got the links. He knows. As soon as they was
This
at the
is
hospital when
crazy.
they
I
called him.
can't. No, I can't. I'm sorry. This is turning into some. This
They
is like Tales from the Dark Side. I'm sorry. Look, Gigi, I'm done. I'm done, Gigi. I'm
And
done.
then and
you
wait,
I can't do this.
and then Stone already knew that it was, and he said this before anybody even said it was a homicide. He said something was not right, and now all of a sudden they're coming out saying it's a homicide when it was supposed to be just an accident. I'm telling you, Stone know way more than what people think, and he about to tell it all, and he about to
Woo.
start spilling the
Well,
tea.
Scott, let
You
me
know
tell
he
you,
do.
Scott, you make me like him more. As long as y'all keep on coming over here, report. That's it.
Listen, I'm gonna be on his ass. I'm gonna be on his ass every hour on the hour, waiting on part 5.
Yeah, I can take Stone through messengers. Okay, I can't take him straight on, but through messengers, we good.
I hate that he keep giving us bits and pieces for us to come back wanting more.
Well, he not gonna jerk me up because he jacking y'all.
Listen,
He used to
I'm
jacking. He jacking y'all off. That's all.
right. He got me ready at at my job, and I'm a travel nurse. I'll be at my job
Well,
eating
he know what
popcorn,
he's
drinking
doing.
tea, waiting.
He got y'all hooked. Okay,
he
got
he
y'all
No,
hooked.
he
he
thought
shut
he did, but I'm sorry. Ain't no hook and sinker because I just don't like the fact that he speaks in all these parables. Tell us if you're gonna say a name, say it. If you know something, know it. Why are you holding back? I got a picture, but I can't show it. Like he's leading you down this road, and he knows you want to say, "Well, where's the light?" And then when you get to the end of the road, it's like, "Oh, we got to go this way." Like, come on, like, stop it. We not. I'm not doing that.
I
I'm
think
not.
he just
I'm
want
over it.
us to keep tuning in,
Yes.
but it's like just come on out and say it. But I think there is certain things now that it's a homicide that you just cannot say, and he don't want to be the next one on the hit list, so he got to be careful the things he say. And it's a homicide, so you can't talk too much and then mess up the investigation. So
Oh,
you
I
have to be
didn't know they
careful.
turned it into a homicide.
He said that. He said it. I'm telling you, part 4. He said it is a
Wow.
criminal investigation.
Well,
The
where's the
detectives.
paperwork? Shy, can you bring in the paperwork? Because I know you're a reporter, Shy. So, Shy, we want to see how well you can report. I
I
would
will
love for
start.
you to
I'ma
bring in
start
the homicide
digging.
papers. Huh?
I'ma start digging. And I didn't know they was in Mobile, and I have a friend in Mobile, so I'm gonna call him and see how much information he knows. Cause baby, one thing about black people, we are the investigators, we the lawyers, we the judge, we the jury, honey. We all of that wrapped into one. So we gonna find out. We gonna tell the detectives how to do their jobs. Period.
Yes.
Y'all moving too
Gigi, the
damn
lady,
slow with you're moving slow with your white asses. There's a
I know
black
that's
woman.
right.
It's a black woman with big hair and big lips. They don't care. They don't care.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna take their time, just like they did on them 2 black boys.
Mhm.
The lady's name is Sharita Murphy or Miller.
Sharita Murphy.
Yes.
Sharita. Sharita. Oh, I don't like that name. Sharita. Oh, I can't
I think
stand your ass.
Sharita Murphy is the one that's um suing.
Suing. Yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
that's the one that's doing.
She came on there weeks ago. She came on there when Angie, the first week Angie died, and said that they were telling him to slow down. And then Angie was saying, you need to slow down. And he was like, no, I'm trying to get you guys to Baltimore, wherever they were going. He said, I'm trying to get y'all there. And they kept telling him to slow down. And then that's when it flipped. She
So,
came on it the first week.
so if you're speeding, I see a lot of cars speeding. They ain't flipping. So what made it
What
flip?
made them flip?
Not
Exactly.
Right.
speed. It's a
That's
lot
the
of
key.
people that speed.
That's what we trying to find out. And then somebody on another platform, I can't believe everybody. So they said something about people said they heard like some pops and then it
Yes,
flipped.
I heard that. Yeah, they heard gunshots. Pop
Exactly.
pop. Yeah,
Exactly.
I heard that. I did hear that. They heard that before the crash. Yep.
Yep.
I heard that. You're absolutely right. So somebody could have been in wait for them to
Yep.
get to that location. That
Clyde
sounds
Dave
about right.
Clyde Davis is little minions. Cause Clyde Davis is real old. He not forgetful, but I heard he has dementia. But the
Dementia.
He's
Yep.
in
people.
diapers right now. He's in diapers.
Yes.
Depends.
So he has minions that
Yeah.
are doing the bidding for him because they're getting the money and they waiting on his ass to croak.
Yep.
Okay, I got something. I got something. So this is what happening. Okay, so they had a sniper allegedly, this is my thoughts because what y'all just said. Okay, a sniper at a point. They said put them at the point where there's no cameras. So don't worry about it, Lethal. Just drive fast, okay? And we're gonna take care of
We'll
the rest.
take care of the rest.
So
Yep.
at that point where they knew was no cameras at, that's when they get boom, boom, boom. Because Alabama, they know what areas they can do stuff in. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And then when it flipped, I don't know what it did, but I guess Lethal said, "Hey, this bitch is still alive." Talking about Angie, and then they came through with that white girl Courtney to finish the job. I don't know. That's what it sounds like right now. What do y'all think?
And Courtney's thing is still
Yep.
up. I went on
Yep.
TikTok the other day, and Courtney's, she was on an interview with someone else, so it is still up. And
Send
she
me
had a
that.
little.
Send me that, girl.
I'm gonna tell you. Look, I'm gonna tell my little young daughter. She know how to do all that. Cause honey, she was on there. She had a little sore in the middle of her forehead, and she was talking about the black lady. She said the black lady, they pulled over, and people were still trying to get out of the van, out
She
of
did an
the
interview with.
sprinter.
You said she did an interview. Who is she doing an interview with?
I don't know who this guy is,
Is he
Mhm.
black,
but
white? What he
yes,
look
he
like?
black. He
Ooh, a
black.
black man.
he
Okay.
he he like brown. He ain't light, he ain't dark. He like a brown. And
Okay.
he was just letting her talk. And she said that they were trying to get out of the sprinter, and she said, "Did y'all call the police?" And they said, "We're just trying to get out." And then she said she grabbed the black lady, helped her out, and set her on the side. But she said the lady was wandering like she was dizzy. And she said, "Baby, you have to sit down. You have to sit down. You're hurt." And I guess that was posted in Angie.
Well, let me
But
ask: did the manager or the guy that's doing the interview? Did he say, "Did you touch Angie Stone? Was that woman you're talking about, Angie Stone?"
he
That's the
never
goal.
said that.
Okay. What the hell is he doing?
I, right, because I'm like, well, it was all black people. So,
We need to know
but
the name. Who she was? It Angie Stone. Damn it, she know what Angie Stone looked like now.
and then she said when she said that the 18 wheeler came and she could feel it brush her hair or some shit. I'm like, baby, that is not
No, she
true.
said she was lift up. She said she was lift up. So I'm like, is this the heavenly child? Like, is
And
she the
she said,
Virgin Mary? She said she was lift up and thrown somewhere. But then you
and she
Okay.
come down. Come
I
on, man.
I gotta see this video because it sounds like a black guy used AI to chop it up to make it seem like he's doing an interview, and he really didn't. Because you say he ain't say much, she just talked, and
right,
everything you said, she already said.
right,
But she said
yep,
she had oil in her hair, and you
yes,
could
and
see some
she,
stuff,
yep,
something black on her right here.
No, we saw
But
that
it was
video.
black. And I said, well, it
that
was
was the
Ash
same.
Wednesday. Was it Ash Wednesday? Because she had some black hair. She said she had oil in her hair. I wasn't falling for it. Sweetheart, ain't no way you getting the thrown with the 18 wheeler. First of all, when you see Miss Stone in the casket, she looked beautiful. She was even smiling. They crossed her hands and they crossed her legs. And they put a butterfly ring on her finger, the
And they said
monarch.
she was glittered up with glitter pants
Oh
and
yeah, they had her glittered up. She looked beautiful.
Smiling. Okay, they said once you did, they can't make you smile.
Well,
So
she
what?
was smiling.
So when
that
you die, are you gonna?
that's not
Are
true
y'all gonna
because I that's not true. When my mom was murdered, I put her clothes on and did her hair, and they came in and before the like rigor mortis set in, they were able to make her look like she was half smiling,
smile?
and that was
Okay, so
immediately.
you can be making. You
No,
can.
Angie was like she was smiling. I don't whether they could do that. I don't know if they could do that or not. But she in her cat in that picture I saw that paper boy had. Oh, she was smiling.
Hmm.
And whether they did it or not, whether it was artificial intelligence, I don't know. I'm going by
Well,
what I
she
saw.
definitely didn't look like she had just got smacked by an 18 wheeler.
Absolutely not. Her hands were intact. That's the first thing. The body was intact. There's no way an 18 wheeler would hit you and your body's intact. She would have been mangled. And I
But
can
that
tell
And
you
it,
this because,
song said it's a homicide. She was taken out of here. So it's
yes,
a person that's responsible. The truck is not responsible. The van
nope.
didn't do it. So somebody did it. Somebody did it that was on the scene. right?
And there
Or
was no blood. Why
no,
would there was no blood?
That there was, and then the crazy thing is that one of the people was passing by and they were videotaping it. The whole scene looked weird. He said that it looked like the 18-wheeler crossed over to the other side because it was really, there were nowhere, they were not close. It was just a lot of tire marks from the, I don't know, it had to be from the 18-wheeler that was dug in the grass. So it just all looked real suspicious. Like I don't understand.
Staged.
Nobody's
It was
saying did
staged.
she, yeah, and nobody's saying was she in the sprinter when they got hit? Was she
I
out
don't
of the
believe she
sprinter?
was. I believe they got her right after her last concert. I believe they got her then. Where they took her, what they did to her, if they put something in her water or whatever, I think they got her right after her last concert.
so they killed her on her son's birthday.
Yes, and they got her right after her concert, whether it was where she was staying at a I don't know if they, have hotels out there or stuff, or even in these, I don't know the setup that they have out there in Alabama, if they even have this or these rural, wherever she was staying at, I believe they got her there. And they set up the stage and everything for us to believe it that morning or the next day. But I think after her last show, they got her. She had to change, shower, whatever, probably get her clothes together, pack up wherever she was staying. Wherever she was staying at, I'm pretty sure they should have cameras in Alabama. I don't know if they have that many high class hotels, but they do have these places that you could stay at. And I think that should be looked into. Nobody has any camera footage. Nobody
I'm
did
not
any
gonna
logging,
I'm
or
not
I
gonna
don't know.
lie. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I mean, when people say things, I tune in, I make it make sense. And I just personally don't know if that makes sense to me because how do you stage anything like that? That's just too much. It's not a lot of people riding around at 4, 3 o'clock in the morning, but it's some. So I just don't think they went through all that to stage it. I feel like she was in the vicinity. She was either on that sprinter van or she was out of it. She somewhere. I just don't. It would have been going through too much to do all that. I don't believe it,
Well,
but
for me,
I do believe.
I feel like I don't feel like it's too much for some stuff to be staged. I get where you're coming from. I definitely do. But, when people are crafty, they got money and they want something done, just like they can move mobile homes on a tractor trailer, right? If it's that early in the morning and it's really not a lot of people on the road, we just don't know what they would have did to get done what they needed to get done. Now, the tractor trailer, I don't think he had anything to do. I don't even think he was that. I don't think that part was staged. I don't think that part was staged. But with all this stuff going on, it's just so crazy, and people are so crazy. You don't know what to believe, but I don't believe that she didn't die at that accident scene.
I
She
got something.
definitely didn't.
Thank you, Miss Harris. I got something to say too. I want to address Shy and I want to address Brown. Brown. Now, Magic said that she passed away at that after that concert. What time did the concert end? Huh? Huh? Huh,
There we
Brown?
go.
What time did What time did it end, Brown? Do anybody know the time that the concert end?
No, but you know
Not
what?
sure.
Tonight, when
Hold
I
hold
get off,
on. Wait. I ain't done yet. So
Mm-mm.
they was traveling around what 4, 3 o'clock in the morning. They was traveling. So it takes you a while in order to take down all that equipment and get all that close to
Mm-hmm.
the
right?
that's gonna take time. So that's why if she passed away during the performance, right after the performance, as Magic was saying, that means that it's possible that she passed away on her son's birthday. It's very
Mm-hmm.
possible, Brown. So that's what we're talking about, the possibility, because you don't know the time she died, but
Mm-hmm.
they haven't gave that out. Now
Right.
to Shy. Now, Shy, you says, you know what? I don't see how they can set it up. So I'm gonna just draft an idea. Not saying that this happened. I'm just drafting a goddamn idea. Okay. So we got Angie. She's performing. Everything is in place. The sniper is on the freeway. He's at a certain area, ready for Lethal to take this down this road. I'm hearing it's possible many roads Lethal could have took, right? That's what y'all heard. But he took a certain route, okay? And he was going fast on this route after they told him, please slow your ass down. Please slow your ass down, right? Now, that also means that if Angie was gone before they got in the van, everybody in the van knew that Angie been dead. They was all hip to the shit if that is the case. I don't know, okay? Or it could be Angie in the van and the person or a few people in the van know, but not everybody in the van know. And they're doing something in the process in transit. I'm not sure. Okay. But people are saying something made that van flip. Just going fast does not make a car or a van flip. People speed all the damn time. You look at
Mm-hmm.
race cars, they go fast all the damn time. You got speed demons, they flying, they doing turns and shit, and they ain't flipping over. So it got to be something more that will cause a van to flip over, not just its speed. Okay. So that is why people feel like maybe it's a spy, was a sniper because they heard some loud pops. I don't know. Maybe it was something wrong with that van just starting and the tire. I don't know. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
it's all possibility. Nobody knows, to be honest with you, because they ain't putting shit out there. And then when they put reports out there, who's to say it's facts? Because they've been putting out bullshit. Okay, so you just never know. So,
True.
with that, okay, so when you look at the report, okay, it was no blood in the van of the report, and it was no bodies at the scene. And they got to the scene at what time? They made the call at 4:25. They got there at what, 4:55. And in the beginning, they did not list Angie on the report, on the first report. So people had this mindset that, okay, the
Mhm.
crash happened and they had another car and they sent Angie to the hospital with another car. But if they did that, shouldn't we have a time when they checked Angie into the hospital? Huh?
I
Didn't
mean,
people know?
Stone said
What Stone
that they
say?
wasn't they wasn't putting um Angie's name at the hospital. And that's why it's so conflicting. He said they were calling her something different, like maybe Stone A, or he said some kind of other names. They were not saying her real name. So when people were calling, they did never know. So I'm
What
just like,
sense does
okay,
that
wait a
make,
minute.
Shy?
I'm
How does
right.
that make sense?
I'm like, well, how? I'm like, well, but then I started thinking, like, when these celebrities had their babies and stuff, like Beyonce had a whole wing and nobody knew when she had this baby. So did they say, okay, this is a celebrity, so we cannot say her name? So it's like a John Doe. Is that why we don't know the time or which, ambulance she went in? Because they have to keep that confidential, HIPAA law. So, and she is a celebrity.
Well, they ain't treat her ass like a celebrity on the news, but
But what
now
I can tell you from working in the medical arena, I could tell you that they do have an option for people that are of celebrity status to have a different name when they check in. That is just to hide their identity and hide their medical record, and you can't access it. You would actually, and if anyone tries to access it, it will prompt a management to know, like, why are you going into this chart? Because it's already a chart that's already been created for a celebrity. That you're the only reason you're supposed to go into that chart is if that patient
That's your
is one of your
patient.
doctor's patients. Yes.
Exactly.
Other than, but then you will never. But then you will know that name, and it won't be their government name. It will be the name that was created under the medical record.
And
So
that's
it's very,
definitely true because I'm a travel
yeah.
nurse. And when I went to
Okay,
Washington
yeah, I work
State
in a
and
medical field as well.
they have, and I was working at Bellevue, Washington, the people who are like Amazon, the Amazon and Starbucks, those people that own it. Then when they would come in, we could not say their names. And they weren't even celebrities, but they just had this high part, they had all this money. So you couldn't say their name. So I truly believe when he said they was putting her up under different names,
They were.
that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, because I heard him, Paperboy, when he was trying to ask for it, and I was like, little did he know, and I didn't want to say anything, but he did not know that they're not going to use her name. They're not even going to use her maiden name, her government. They're not. It's already a special name that's already been created to protect her identity. And where I worked prior, a couple of years ago, we had people coming there from the NFL. We had them coming in from the Yankee Stadium. We had them coming in from Hollywood. Couldn't say anything, but they had their own name that was generated through our, through
Through the
our
system.
system. Yeah, our
Hmm.
IT system that hide their true identity. Yeah, correct.
So ain't no telling
Well,
when
that's
she
some
got
news to
there.
me. Thank y'all. Thank y'all.
Gigi, we keep teaching you. We keep teaching you.
Gigi,
Baby.
Yeah.
I was just in the chat and I saw somebody say that the monarch butterfly is the Illuminati. It says something about the monarch butterfly is the
Yeah,
Illuminati, one hand crossed over the other,
yeah,
the
the
feet
left to
crossed the
the right,
same
and it's
way.
considered
Right.
transition
Yeah,
and rebirth.
Masonic. Yeah, Masonic
Masonic
second. Yeah.
transition and rebirth.
Uh-huh.
Yes. And that's the butterfly. Remember, Britney Spears had it. A lot of them, Mariah Carey, a lot of them had it.
Hmm.
It's transition and rebirth. Yes.
Yep.
So how does that relate to Angie?
It relates to Angie when it relates to the Illuminati. I don't know if it was them showing a sign of sacrifice or what it is, but
Did Angie have a
But then
butterfly
she,
on her or something? I'm
yeah,
trying.
she had a butterfly on her hand and
Yes.
her
They put
hand.
it on her finger. They put it on her left finger. They crossed the left hand on the right hand, and they put it like in like this type of, you know how they have when they have it like a V shape, like they
Like
put
the
it right
diamond
over
symbol.
her vagina area. They put it like that, crossed over right on her vagina area, and they crossed the left leg across the right leg. Yeah,
baby, that's deep. I,
it is deep.
I
you
don't know
know,
nothing about that. Okay.
one thing I know, and I have been studying these celebrities, there is no way that these celebrities should have to be going on tour. You got Mary J. Blige can't hardly dance. She got to sit down. Mariah Carey can't hit them notes. They are
Yeah.
not touring because they want to. They're touring because they're broke. They don't have the money. Angie should not have to been touring. She didn't even want to.
Yep.
All these celebrities, when Prince came out and he called out the industry, then he was there. Michael Jackson called out Mariah
Mhm.
Carey's ex-husband and said he was the devil
Yes, he
and that he
did.
was stealing his money. And
Hmm.
he said it himself. He said these celebrities have to tour because this industry is taking their money. And then
Yeah.
he was dead.
Hmm.
And there is
Correct. They
something
still they
going on.
publishing. They still. There's another thing too. Like, not for nothing. Like, I did music years ago. I grew up performing arts and doing different things. I'm just gonna. This is a sidebar. I written my music. Like, I literally wrote it word for word, the sound and everything, and I sent it off to Washington D.C. And recently, me like trying to like spring cleaning and stuff. I kid you not. I just found my copyright from Washington D.C. with all of my songs on it. So no one can steal it, including the notes, because I play music too. I play instruments. So when I went into the studio with these guys, I knew what was going on. I knew the business side to it, and I also knew the writing side to it because I put myself out there to learn this. And then I also I kid you not, I was offered a contract through a person that I thought was a friend. And my sister, she's like, Simon says, like, she's like, my sister's like, her GPA is out of this world. It's not even in this world what we're talking about. I sent her, say, hey, check that out. Tell me what you think, JoJo. I sent it to her. She sent it back to me. She's like, girlfriend, they gonna sacrifice you. You better not sign that contract. I said, what do you mean? She said, you didn't see on the fourth page? I said, what? She says, life insurance policy. I said, She says, girl, do it yourself and I'll help you with it. And that was the end of it. That was the end of it. So you see, if people are not there, the people that are in places and they say, yeah, they're there to have your back, they're down with that record label. Once you sign with them, it's a done deal. You can be independent, but it's so sad that these artists didn't know that years ago. They didn't know this. They had the talent. They wanted to get out of the rural area, the situation that they were in. Just like she was hungry, Mary was hungry. But they hook synced Mary. You know how? They send people your way to find out your vices, to find out what can they do to you when they know your vices. So they sent this African American dude to Light Eyes, cute guy, Kendall, whatever. Now Mary has to pay him. She has to pay him. He divorced her after a certain amount of time. They said they were sharing a woman together, whatever the case may be. But now Mary has to stay on the road because she has to pay this man because she got duped. So they send people to you after they learn your vices to keep you entwined in this diabolical game called music. It's
And I don't know
sinister.
if y'all seen Bob Dylan is 80 some years old and he's still touring. And he said on an interview that
I
he
heard it.
has to
Yep.
because he said the people under under the world, and he said not of this world,
Yes.
underworld told
And
him he
another in
has
the
to keep
world that he
going.
made a commitment to. Correct. He
Yep, he
made a
made a
commitment
commitment.
to them.
Yep.
Yeah. He made a pact
All
with
right.
the
Well,
devil.
P said Angie Stone last concert was last minute. She didn't even want to do it. It was rushed. It was last minute. So was the enemies that they set this up for her
They
to
set it up.
happen?
They set it up to get her, and they set it up to get her, and they took her out in an area where they knew that they could get away.
They did it on her son's birthday.
That's wicked, but the numbers lined up. Because if you know about numerology, these numbers line up, and honestly, I don't want to throw any shade against her son or her daughter, but I would say that her son, it's very suspect about a lot of things he was doing because there is a video online and check it out. Let it speak for itself. I'm not even gonna say nothing on him. Let it speak for itself. He was driving her somewhere
Go ahead.
and he was speeding. He was
Mm-hmm.
speeding too. And she was telling him slow down. And at one point she said, cause see, my son, I gotta tell him, cause he don't know, cause he drive all like
He got
remember
road
that video?
rage.
And
Yep.
then he was like trying to like punk her. And she was trying to speak, but you could tell she was trying to grasp her breath because she was out of breath. And she was trying to speak, and she's like, oh no, don't say that. He was trying to throw her under the bus. And I'm like, how do you birth a child that turns out to be an enemy or something from Shaitan? It is so diabolical. But he was speeding and he was talking down to her, and she checked him in the car because I saw the video. Angie wasn't stupid. She let us know. That's why she was doing her little sessions, doing her little vlogs, doing it because she knew it was coming. And she wanted us to be able to have something to look back and say, wow, this woman, she knew.
Because she was giving up all the tea. Like what,
Yeah,
every week or something, she was giving
yeah,
out all this information that we didn't know. I think she was calling it Angie
yeah,
Reveals or something like that. And she was giving up
yeah,
information we did not know. And that last video, she had got sick in the hospital, and that's when she was telling us about the poison needle. And she said the enemy has been trying to take me out. She said, I'm gonna wait till you guys get in this chat because I'm gonna tell y'all something that y'all don't know. And this is the
yeah.
worst thing that could happen to any celebrity.
But
And
they
then
did
she
it to
started,
Easy E. They did it to Easy E. Remember the
oh
tainted
yeah.
needle. Because Suge Knight spoke about it. So that tells you that you have people in other places, even in the medical arena, that are associated with these people from Hollywood that could take you out in a minute and cover it up.
I truly believe that.
Angie told us she prepared it. She was doing her vlogs, she was doing her confessions and doing her sessions. And I believe she did that intentionally because she knew they were coming to collect.
Because
They
it
owe
was
this
just too
woman billions.
coincidental how all of this stuff happened. All of this stuff happened around just simultaneously, just like boom, 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 boom.
And
And
remember,
she,
she said it's the year of revelation. She no, she said this is the year of exposure.
well, Cat Williams told everybody that, and once he
Yep.
said it, everything started spilling out about everybody. And
Yep.
Angie was giving a lot of tea to TD Jakes. She did that one with her daughter, and then she spoke about the people in the industry not having her back. She said nobody has my back.
Mm-hmm.
Jill Scott didn't like her, wanted her whole image. And we see ain't Jill Scott ain't coming to her own defense. Mary J. Blige ain't coming to her
But
own
Mary stole
defense.
her whole image because if you look at the pictures, look at all of Angie pictures. Mary got her whole image, stole everything. She got everything from her, even the music. And you could tell that it was a issue with the light and dark. I guess Mary passed because she got the complexion for protection. She passed the paper bag test. But Angie, that was our sister. That was our aunt. That's somebody's mother. They did her dirty, and they will pay. They will pay. If not in this life, definitely in the afterlife. So they didn't get you don't get away with anything.
I
You
just
really
wish
don't.
that they would have did her right even during her funeral because it was a hot mess.
It was a hot
That
mess.
funeral was a hot mess. The
Yep.
the memorial with Tyler Perry was a hot mess. People came up there giving all these stories and they made it a lot about themselves. And when that old lady got up there with her son and and said and talked about Angie and she really tried to say Angie was fast, but then she hurried up and caught herself and said, well, I'm not saying that's what they said about Angie, but she had the big lips and dark skin. And I mean, it was just
You
a
talking
hot
about the one
mess.
in South Carolina? The lady with
Yes.
the gray hair and like a little French roll or
Yes.
something?
And and then when she had the son behind her talking about, my son might have to pull my hair. Then she said the man is playing the music. I just want to go up there and pull his hair. Some of the stuff she was saying was facts. She said Angie was her only child, but now she got all these 200 sisters and brothers and see, but it still was a hot mess. And Diamond, oh my gosh, she pissed me off so bad. I was throwing shit at the TV. I was like, bitch, if you don't sit your ass down, you told this same story at the memorial, and now you done added some shit. If you tell us one more time about this damn penny.
But what
So,
about the guy? What about the guy? He was like, "Well, I just wanted to say something," and the pastor was like, "Are you on program?" He was like, "Yeah, I'm on program." He was like, "Well, where you at?" He just kept saying, "I'm on program." He was like, "Well, where you at?" He was like, "Well,
yes.
can I speak?" He said, "No, you cannot."
And then one kept going on talking about playing cards, had people stand up. It was like Simon Says, he was like, stand up, sit down, stand up, sit down. It was just a hot mess. And I wish she would have been done right in life. And I know that towards the end, she got herself together with God. She was right with God. So I know that she is in heaven with God and all the other singers that's being done right now. We just need to do right by her on earth. But one thing I can say is that we, it's only but so much we can do. But Gigi, I heard you talk about them twins, and I'm not trying to get off a subject, but we go to bat for these celebrities. What about going back for our own people? Own people, the people that's struggling just like us,
Yeah,
the
common folk.
everyday people. We can only do but so much for Angie. We got to leave that up to the people, the fake Tyler Perry's, the children. We got to leave that up to them, but we got our own people that we need to be investigating for. And when
Shy,
I heard, yes, 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 yes.
where were you at yesterday?
I was trying to get on, Gigi. Listen, I am so new to this whole YouTube. My daughter, I was taking a bath and I was like, oh, I'm about to put this in the chat. I said, get me on. Gigi saw me, get me on. I tried. Because I was so pissed listening to you, Gigi. I was so mad. And I looked up that what you call it, the sundown and sit
Sundown
Sundown
baby.
town.
town.
Sundown
And
town.
I saw that shit on TV. I thought it was just something on TV. When I looked that up, when you said that, it made me so angry because I only have one son, and I understood that lady, baby. I got a 9mm, baby. I will kill them all. It's
Oh,
sometimes
don't say that on here. But okay,
baby, they
I
can they
feel
can come they can come look for me because I'm gonna tell you one thing. One thing black people don't do is we need to stand up. All of these concealed weapons are legal now. I'm a traveler, so I have to have them on me because they send us to a lot of prejudiced places. And baby, they don't care. And if two black people start standing up and fighting back, whatever that means, we need to do it. We need to do it because they're killing our own people. Like I said, we can't do nothing about Angie. We can give out the information. They ain't gonna tell you gonna take it or not take it. But these are regular people. These were somebody's
Mhm.
sons. Angie, oh Gigi, you had me so hot yesterday.
well,
Well, you heard me, Shy. I had, man, she tore my nerves up so bad.
Yes, I said if
I
y'all
tell
don't
you what,
stop this role
I tell
playing,
you what, I tell you what, I'm gonna make an admission. Every other day, I'm gonna try to do some real reporting, not celebrity. So I try to do half and half. Now I do have Regina and Bianca. I want to get your thoughts on this. Regina, speak, and then I'm gonna hit you, Bianca.
How's everybody doing tonight? Thank
Good.
you.
How you doing, Regina?
yeah.
Hey, y'all.
I'm
What's up,
doing good.
Regina?
I'm doing good. One of the things I wanted to bring attention to is that all three of these ladies died around the same time, and I find that to be suspicious. Valletta Wallace, she died on February 21st. Roberta Flack, she died on February 24th. And Angie Stone died on March 1st. Is that correct?
Yeah. Yes.
So I just feel like it's strange that all these deaths happen around the same time. And then shortly after that, Jay-Z was able to win the situation with the girl. And today we find out that the lawyer that was going against him has dropped all of his cases against Diddy. I don't think all of these things are just coincidences. That's just me.
So, girl, tell us what you think.
I think that it might be sacrifice season because every year you'll have like certain celebrities that just die. And I think in order for Jay-Z to get off of that case or to be able, whatever they needed to do to make waves in the industry, they had to let some people go. And since two of them were older anyway, it wasn't going to look suspicious. And I also think that with Angie Stone, she was probably getting tired and they were looking at her trajectory and how much energy she had to be able to continue to work. And they knew very well they kept her money and that she was going to eventually want that money to be able to retire. So instead of letting her retire, they would rather take her out. And I feel like Jay-Z might have benefited from it from the back end. And it made me think about that when you talked about his wife Beyonce and how she's potentially trying to escape and how there might be a connection between him and Angie Stone's death. So I don't think it's like everything is independent. I think there may be connections.
I want to throw that to Magic. Magic, how
I,
would you respond?
GG, I was waiting. I'm here like panting, like salivating, like Cujo. Baby, I totally agree because I will tell you what. How about it? Every time a major senior celebrity mysteriously passes away, Beyonce goes on tour. Let's go by Prince, Tina Turner. She's about to go on tour again, and now we have our neo soul mother, Angie Stone. Make it make sense. Every time someone significantly passes, she goes on tour and she sings one of their songs to serenade them. So I believe in this caller. She's absolutely right. She nailed it. I believe her. It is correct.
Ooh. Regina, what you got to say about that?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like, well, my connection, I completely agree. I kind of feel connected to the industry too because I'm into music as well. But that's really all I wanted to share. You all have a good night.
Thank you. All right, Bianca, tell us, what are your thoughts? How you feeling?
Hey, how are you?
Good. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I was about to say, did y'all know the driver that was driving in the van with Angie? He played in a movie called Grid, and he played as a hitman in the movie.
I didn't know that.
Yep, I got that from paperwork. He was talking about
Okay.
that.
Miss Harris, what are your thoughts about that?
Well, I keep saying it ain't too far fetched that the scene could have been staged. And I also just thought about when they were talking about how all the people, are passing, all the stars are passing. Have y'all ever thought about all the most sinister people that they always talking about are Illuminati and doing something to people? They live until very, very old ages. Like they said, Quincy Jones was in a lot of stuff and he lived until past 90. Barry Gordy was in a lot of stuff. He's 90 something. Clive Davis is in his 90s. Like all these people who have that they say have something to do with the underworld, all of them live until really old ages. And that's weird to me.
Well,
So
this is
everybody
what
else
I
can,
say.
No,
Well,
I got it. I can explain it to you.
well,
It's what you call H trafficking, and they're able to get these body parts, and they're able to have their
yeah.
surgery done, and they could always replenish their body parts internally because they're sacrificing to whatever they believe in. So it makes sense that they're the only ones living to these ages because they're getting people's organs.
Man, this shit crazy. It's
so
crazy.
did they just hire a whole bunch of actors? Huh?
Yeah.
The white woman, y'all say she's an actor. The driver is an actor. They all actors. Huh?
Listen, it's too much for me. It really it just sends me down through there because this world is crazy. It's corrupt and it's weird. You just gotta grind, pray, and stay out the way because anything other than that is doing too much.
All right. Well, anything else you want to say, Bianca?
No, that's all I just wanted to say.
Thank you. Now, Shy, since you know about Stone, what did Stone? What else did he say about Lethal, the driver?
He did say that the lady said that he had felony charges. So he Stone was like, "Why would y'all hire a felon?" Um, but he didn't stay on that long.
No, I know why. I know why. Okay. Was it Ashton that hired him?
Look, he was eating her ass or trying to.
Okay.
That's what he
All right.
said. That's what he
Because you
said.
know them fellas be on that down low. I'm just hold on because I don't know if Ashton he might be straight. I don't know. I don't know.
If he is,
Yeah, it's a no for
I
me.
don't know. If he's straight, his legs ain't walking straight. So
But you know, some of them men they get the felons because they're gonna get that ding-a-ling. You know what I mean? And if that lethal, if he's rationing out dick and tongue, like they I believe, you know that I believe a gay man got him on. I don't know who is who, but
I don't really trust Ashton either.
Gigi,
I don't
believe a
trust
gay
him.
man hired lethal, a criminal.
I got
'Cause
something for you. Did you hear their anthem? Did you hear the latest anthem?
tell me,
Put your tail in the sky, lift it up high.
I ain't never heard nothing like that. Mm-mm. Ooh,
I don't trust Ashton because when she was doing her video, she was always saying that he was usually there. And he one thing Ashton said, he was like, I did a lot of things for Angie. People probably didn't know what I did, but I did a lot of things. And all he kept talking about was how he was joined to the hip to her. So when Stone be saying that there's people in the camp that wanted to be her, that wanted her life, I truly believe he was one of them. And one thing about Angie,
Absolutely.
Angie liked it, the young guys. She liked the young boys. Anything, all them people that got up there and talked all said, I started with Angie at 20, at 19. I ain't had no experience. She made me the manager. She made me the assistant. Angie liked it, them young boys. And she got a lot of people that was inexperienced to do her work for her. And that's when I started feeling like, okay, well, she wasn't,
Yeah.
she wasn't
No more
smart when,
DEIs. No more DEIs. You got to be qualified. Okay. You got
right.
to be
Because
qualified.
why would you be a high profile celebrity like that and you are just hiring these young boys? You don't see
Well,
too
these are
many
men.
women.
They ain't no boys. These are men.
Well, at that
But
time they were boys. They were 20. They was 19, and they all got up there saying how they got started with Angie because they were 19 and 20, and they the manager, they were the writers and stuff like that. So you had these inexperienced people over your business instead of getting qualified people to run your business and your money.
that's true. Yeah.
And now
But Brown,
you got that retarded D'Angelo. He didn't even show up at the funeral and don't have nothing or like his son.
They said he came really, really late at the end.
No, I heard he did not show up at all.
you
And it was one
know they
girl
wouldn't
that
have
was
some pictures.
there.
Why wouldn't they have no pictures? Ain't nobody gonna get no pictures. All them people. They ain't gonna
There
take no
was
pictures.
there was a girl
D'Angelo.
on no, he wasn't there. There was a girl that was there and she was on TikTok. She showed intimate parts of the funeral and she said no, he was not there. There was other people saying that was there to say he was not there. D'Angelo's raggedy ass wasn't there. He's somewhere high, drunk, strung out.
I believe
He
you. I believe you.
he don't he don't like his own son. He has no relationship with his son.
Yep,
And
you
that's
sure
why
right.
Angie kept saying I had to be a single mother. I had to be a single mother. She said the fathers of my children were not in their life. And that's why when she did that TD Jakes interview with Diamond, she was like, she was talking just like any other mother. She was like, I'm your mother. You have no respect. She said, you cuss out your 70-year-old grandmother. And this is when Angie's mother was alive. Now, Diamond, your ass cussing out the grandmother and the mother. I just, I feel like she could be another sleeper cell or whatever song call it,
Can
right
we
in
just
that
call them
camp.
fake? Cause I don't get confused when y'all say that.
Little snitch, snitch
A
out.
fake friend, fake and phony, sleeper slayer. I'm not about to learn them vocabularies.
And then when right after the funeral, Diamond was on her Facebook Live, drinking, swaying back and forth. Now that is not even a good look. They was all partying, which you should. You should celebrate. But she was sitting there tipsy, about to fall out the chair. I said she's waiting, and then she cussed people out when she did the whole um Cash App thing. She said people ask for that. It's like just some things just don't add up. Even her granddaughter's suspicious to me, and that's the baby. She giggles so much. I was like, child, oh my God, why y'all letting this little girl get up here talking and giggling? She don't even know what she's saying. It's just, I don't trust a lot of people that was around Angie. And she was so giving and so sweet and so nice. She wanted to give everybody a chance. And sometimes you just can't give everybody a chance, not when it come down to your life. God holds your soul, but you living this regular old devil life. We're not dealing with the demons. We dealing with the devil himself. And he's never playing fair. He ain't played fair from the beginning and he ain't gonna play fair towards the end. So you can't just have everybody in your circle. And I just wish she wouldn't have understood that towards the end.
Mm. Well, there you have it. Shy. Magic, you still there? You all right?
Yeah, I'm still here, Gigi. I'm still here.
Kat, who is that? Kat, how you doing, Kat? Kathy, Renee, Kathy. I want to call you Kathy White. All right. Okay.
It's
Zooey.
so-
Hello,
Hey, how you doing? How you pronounce your name?
Zuri.
Oh, I did it right. Hey. I just knew I fucked your shit up. And what's going on? Talk to me. Zuri.
So I was a couple of things. I live not too far from. Yes, can you? Oh, I, I live not too far from Angie, and the neighborhood that she lives in and her house is not in the best condition. So she obviously does not have a lot of money. If her kids went to public school, the schools that they went to, I can tell you were not the best schools. So the reason why you all keep calling Diamond Ghetto is because they don't live in Hollywood. They're not in the best neighborhood in
Zuri, I want to hear everything you got to say, but the audio is not the best. But you said that Angie Stone house is not in good conditions, that she didn't take her kids to the best of schools because I guess they were, struggling.
right. And
Okay.
yeah, because even now, if like there's damage to the house, I don't remember how long ago it was. It wasn't this year; it was last year, sometime or even before. In that area we have a lot of tornadoes and bad weather. Something fell on the fence. The fence is still messed up. I don't remember the car that Diamond drives, but it's not like a new car, so they're not wallowing in money. So it kind of does make sense why they had Ashton, who let him tell it, he was attached to Angie's hip, is gonna probably scam on some money and get the cousin who, okay, yeah, he has a record, but he's family, and they're gonna trust him for whatever reason to drive this van. But they did say everybody was complaining about him speeding, and those vans, even like I've driven like U-Hauls, you go around a corner at 85 miles an hour, that thing will flip. And also about Atlanta, and y'all were talking about her complaining about him speeding in Atlanta. Remember, she's 63 years old. In Atlanta, the minimum speed limit in most areas is 45. If you're not doing 55, you're either getting cussed out, somebody's on your tail, you have to speed. And I can see that her, because I drive with my mom. My mom's 82. She cannot stand me driving, but it's either that or I get run over or shot, because all these speed demons in Atlanta, they will run your butt over. That's it.
All right. Shy, you have anything to say about that? Any response?
I'm so speechless right now. And I'm sorry, I'm trying to write down the stuff that I'm gonna start looking up for you. And I'm gonna call my friend in Mobile and see what information he might have, and if they did any type of press release or got on the news, or I'm just writing down all this stuff I'm about to
Miss
look up.
Harris, do you have anything to say about that? She said that Angie, she was not living in the best conditions.
I mean, I can believe it. It's not hard to believe. Just because you're on the radio and you've done all these amazing things, if you're not getting the residuals that you're supposed to get, then how you gonna pay for what you need to pay for? Like maybe when she bought the house in Atlanta and spent the $600,000, she probably had it to spend at the moment, and then whatever she had in the stockpile or the next day dwindled down, and that's probably why she had to get out there and do all the things that she was doing, and sign up for Vegas residencies and find out how she can do multiple streams of income to carry her out, with the rest of her life. Um,
Right,
so
and she's not even in like one of the best. Like she don't live where Ti or any of the people live. She lives in Stone Mountain. She lives like in a regular part of Atlanta.
Stone Mountain going towards Gwinnett County,
Yep.
Memorial Drive.
Yep. Yeah. If you
Yeah.
so where she lives, yeah, almost like where, if you know where I'm talking about, 124 Package. She's like right up the street off of Rogers Lake.
Is it close to Dugan's?
It's in between Dugan's and the corner of 124 Package Store and It's like 124 Gwinnett County. Yeah, she lives right
Really?
off of Rogers Lake. Like, it's almost the only house on that block, but it's a big house, but everything else is like old. So it's not even, it's like,
Yeah, those houses, they're nice size houses, but they're not the upkeep of those houses. It's just regular, working people,
right,
trying to have somewhere to live and can't keep the upkeep to the house, has a lot of land around it and gotta have people come out and cut the grass with a riding lawnmower. So I know exactly what you're talking about. I
right,
used to live in
right behind
some.
her house is where everybody stores their 18 wheelers, which is interesting. Ooh. Okay,
Mm.
so right behind her house, so you know how 18 wheelers they drive the big part home, but the whatever
Hmm.
that's where they
They
all
drive
park.
the trailer and they flatbed to the house.
Right, and they park it right behind her house.
Mm.
Not that has nothing to do. I'm just thinking about it, but yeah, no, but like I said, it's not like some big high Hollywood, nice big Atlanta household. She regular house.
Wow.
But
It's
the
just
last
sad
thing
and unfortunate.
I'm sorry. The last thing, because everyone's talking about these conspiracies and the stuff with Clive Davis and sacrifice of Bob Marley's daughter just came out with a thing on YouTube. Her name is Zara Marley, and she goes into depth. Like when the stuff that we think about being sacrificed and stuff, that's not even a tip. When I tell you, there's not even a horror movie that can describe the stuff that goes on in Hollywood. And and that's why, and when you all were asking why they're all so old working, that's why they have to. A lot of this stuff is humiliation rituals. They're doing it because they have to. It's not because they want to. Just like she said, she was trying to get a residency, and a week later she would have had it. But they have to do this because it's rituals. She spoke out. She should have, unfortunately, kept her mouth shut. So we're gonna give it to you. Because you notice how a lot of people are now coming out talking about Hollywood and the industry and stuff, and you see they're still performing though. Because if I was Gladys Knight, you think I'm gonna be performing at that age? Come on, she could probably barely walk. You saw half the time when Angie was performing, she was sitting down. She was tired. She had a kidney problem.
But what's so funny? Like you say, like Gladys Knight, she's old. So, as old as she is, her and Patty, they're 80 years old. I think their birthdays are a few days apart. She's gotten sick a couple times on stage. Patty has gotten sick a couple times on stage. It's too much rock'em sock'em robot going on out there on the road, and their bodies can't keep up. They're not as vibrant as they used to be, to be doing all the things that they're doing. Like Patty's still out there banging them heels across the head. She get them
She's still
clip clacks
performing?
on and she don't be playing no game.
I didn't even know she was still performing. Wow.
Yeah, Patty's still performing.
Dang.
Absolutely still. Matter of fact, her Gladys Knight, Shaka Khan, and somebody else get ready to go on tour.
Okay, yeah, she put in the chat. And Stephanie Mills. Wow.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And all of those are older women.
Yes.
So, I mean, you just never know. At one point I used to think, well, maybe they're, doing it for fun, just
Right.
one more run of the mill. Let me just try it and see if I can do it. But the reality of it is, with all the stuff that's going on, you just never know. And back then when Gladys and Patty and all them were out there and they were, doing their thing and making music, they really weren't getting paid like they were supposed to, like kind of pennies on the dollar type of situation, unless you were crossing over with your music. And Patty didn't cross over until her later years. Gladys didn't cross over until her later years. I think when she crossed over, it was the Love Overboard, that song Love Overboard, and the one when she was on what was it, Lethal Weapon?
Right.
She did a score for Lethal Weapon. So they were older when they started crossing over.
Wow.
Now we have Miss Ford. How you doing, Miss Ford?
How you doing? Can y'all hear me?
I can hear you great. Go ahead. You have the floor.
Okay, I was looking at YouTube and wasn't for sure if it was true or not. The lady that spoke at the funeral that they said was her best friend is now missing. I wonder if that's true. The lady that spoke about, a lot of y'all out there I know are bloggers and and all of this, and she kind of spoke the truth about some may be there just to see what's really going on, but they really don't want to be there, but they're there for the wrong reasons. So I saw on YouTube where they say she's missing, but I didn't see anything else other than just that one part saying that supposedly or allegedly she went to the store and now she's missing. I don't know if anybody else
I haven't.
saw
I
that on YouTube.
like one YouTuber that put that in the title, but then again, I haven't seen any news articles that confirms that. I
Right,
haven't seen any Angie friends or associates or Stone that will say that, because I think Stone will probably be the first one to tell us, or her friends and family say, yeah, something is really suspicious, y'all. Why is she gone? And it seemed
right,
like her son would have been speaking out because her son was right there. And her son seems very protective of his mama.
right.
So, I don't believe everything I see, of course.
Of course, yeah. That's true. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Anything else
Well,
to say about this, or Angie's son coming out saying, all these fake people?
um, I really didn't hear him say anything else. I know the daughter, I was on her live the early part of the week, and people were on there giving their condolences still, but she had been drinking. There's a video where she was drinking and interacting with other people after the funeral. Um, and a lot of people were saying she's grieving. However, they were playing all of her mother's songs, and they were snapping their fingers and reminiscing to the music. Everybody celebrate and everybody grieve different. So it's a possibility she wanted to just hear her mother's music, but she did a live, and that was one person that was annoying, and I think she blocked him. They're still just, saying different things, and they're going to continue to do that, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Um,
I think possibly because it possibly didn't line up with Angie Stone brand. I think that, if her mama was Sexy Red, then it would be expected. But for her
right.
mom to be Angie Stone and how she always carried herself with, class, and she was not really the Sexy Red type of girl. And I think that's
Hmm.
the conflict of interest is Angie Stone brand, because let's be real, for all those people going over there are Angie Stone folks. So they're used to that type
Right.
of brand. And Diamond,
Yeah.
she has a different brand that's so different from her mom's. So a lot of times the expectation is you are a replica of your mom, or if you're not, at least represent for her, you know?
Exactly. And she has a voice, a beautiful voice.
I
I've
didn't know
heard her
I
sing.
didn't know it. I didn't know Diamond could sing.
Oh yeah, her mother. There's a couple of videos back a few years back where she had her to come in to do some. Well, she did backup one time. She had her to do on a video. She had her to do a certain verse, and she said on TD Jakes a few years back when they had the discussion of mother and daughter and the incident that occurred and how she felt about her mom. It's still on YouTube today when you type it in, where they spoke among each other in front of TD Jakes, and he was trying to get them to settle their past mother and daughter disagreement that they'd had over the years. And she said, you sing better than me, Diamond. And that's when I looked at some of the videos and I heard her have her sing, and she does have a beautiful voice. Whether or not she's gonna use it or be into the music industry, I don't know, because a lot of parents do have talent, and children may not have an interest. Like her son said, he didn't have any intentions on getting into rap. he was going to play basketball or something. Then he said all of a sudden, after he graduated, he got off into rap, and then he just decided he would pursue it. But some people are still puzzled about the remarks she made at the funeral. And you can really say what you want to say about your mom, but of course you're going to have some that feel like some of the stuff that was said was inappropriate. I don't know, but if you look back at TD Jakes when they both had a discussion years and years ago, and TD Jakes, Angie Stone said, "But I'm your mother, Diamond," and she said, "What does that mean?" and the audience said, "Wow." But I have friends today that have daughters that are like that, somewhat disrespectful and act like they don't care. And now I'm thinking that she's really, really missing her mother and regretting a lot of things that she probably said and did. Although she said at the funeral, family members have disagreements. She was trying to let people know that happens, that's normal. And some family members do sometimes have their disagreements, but they still love each other. But it's a line that you don't cross with your mother. There's only so many things that I think you can say, but then you need to watch what you say and don't go over that line with your mother and father.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And you know what would have been nice if Diamond would have sung Angie's song at the funeral. If she
You and
tore the house down singing Angie's song
You
at
and I on the same page, because I said she should have sung "No More Rain" because her mother said it, and I heard her sing. I saw her on some videos. They've been showing every video there is, and she was backing up her mother, and then she came into the studio, and her mother said, I'm glad we're getting along," and she said, "Yeah, we come a long way, Mama." And on the video, I can't tell you what video it is. I have to go back and look. Then she said, "I brought you here because I wanted you to do something on this song." She said, "Well, you usually help a lot of other ones." She said, "No, but that's why I got you here, so I can help both of y'all." So, and then Angie, of course, said years ago on a video that she believed her daughter thought she didn't love her. She said, "But I love my daughter." But when you're in that type of business, between traveling, on a Steve Harvey show, he said it when he spoke to Angie about the incident that happened years ago of allegedly her knocking out the teeth. He said himself that, he know that as a performer, you can go home and be tired and you just want to lay down, and you may not devote that time as a mother like you should when you're trying to rehearse, travel, perform, and then still be a mother too. So I don't know.
Yeah. It would be great, Miss Ford, if she could have just spoke some words just from the heart, because Diamond is raw with it. She seemed like she
Yeah.
had raw spirit that is so relatable to so many people.
Right.
And she would have bust into the song and then afterwards cried and then did a little
Mm.
speech afterwards. That would have been
Mhm.
magnificent. You know what I mean? That
And I have to say, a friend of mine went to see her, and I didn't go that night when she was in Houston, and she couldn't get her seat. She couldn't get to her seat, and she came and told me that the concert was great. This was some years back, and she told me that Angie Stone told her, "What's the problem?" and say she stopped the show, and say Angie Stone told her, "What's the problem?" and she told her, "I can't get to my seat." This was at the arena in Houston, because I live in Houston, Texas. And she told her, "Well, how about you come to the front?" And I can believe that Angie Stone probably told her that, and she said everybody was laughing. So I didn't get to meet her in person, but for some reason, out of all the people that have passed, I don't know why I have this connection with her. Maybe because we have the same birthday. Maybe because I see that we have some similar ways. Because I'm December 18th. I'm a Sagittarian. I'm outspoken and I tell you like it is. And I don't care if it's the president, I'll tell him too. So I can kind of relate on her being as outspoken as she was on her lives.
Well, tell me this, Miss Ford. Do you feel like her passing was just an accident, or do you feel that she was targeted?
Uh, I feel like she was targeted, and I do feel like that it's more to the story. And I, like anybody else, I'm going to sleep hearing her songs. I'm waking up hearing her songs. And Roy Ayers, Jerry Butler, Roberta Flack, uh, all these people that has passed. Uh, and I'm musically inclined. I was in a band for 6 years. I sing myself. I don't know what it is. I wake up hearing her song and I can't help but turn on the TV, and I'm still seeing on YouTube because I watch YouTube a lot. I can't go to YouTube without seeing her on my phone, social media, Facebook. This is my spirit and my heart is telling me that it's more to the story. I think, what is it? Paper something was on your uh,
Paper.
live. Huh?
Paperwork.
Right. I was listening to him, and people were calling in and typing in stuff, and uh, he was just saying that it's more to it. The guy that he had on there, Gene, was saying it's more to it, and everybody else was saying the same thing. Of course, these tarot readers. I don't feel right about it. There's been many that have passed on in this last month, and I didn't have the same uncomfortable feeling that I'm having now. Not because we were all surprised, not because we didn't expect this. It's a feeling that we all are having where we can't let go of this. It seemed like we can't let go of it because we don't feel comfortable with it. Like they say, some people don't feel right when somebody passed, and then some people feel all right about it because they know that they were sick or they were older. But this here just won't go away. I don't know what it is. It just don't see. I just doesn't feel right to me.
Mhm. What were your thoughts when she came out and she said she was stuck by a poison needle and she was close to death?
When she said she was calling on God, which I did that before because I was so sick I couldn't even pray. That I believe. And when she said they almost took her out then, I think she felt that they were trying to do it then, but from listening to her, to me, she felt like God is handling my battle. I heard her say, and I think she felt like since she had him as in her life as her, her God and true belief in the word, I think she was just confident in faith that she would be able to go on and try to pursue her career and still try to see if she could get her royalties. And I think, what's his name, Stony Paxton, or somebody was trying to help her. I think he's still working on that. He's been doing a live. Um, Hopefully, he's supposed to do a part 4, I think, on this here. But he said he was working on that to try to help her get all this straight, where she could get some of her money, if not all.
Yeah.
So I don't think she really felt like something was. Sometimes you can feel when my mother was getting ready to leave. My mother had long nails like Claudine, Barry White's ex-wife, And those were my mother's real nails. And she kept hounding me about going to the nail shop. Then she wanted to go and visit different people that she hadn't saw in a while. Then she made a comment to her classmate that she wanted to hear Amazing Grace. Well, she wanted Amazing Grace to be played at her funeral if something happened. Then she told a friend of mine that if something happened, she wanted that I would take the cross necklace off and her class ring from 1961 that she never took off. And I did just that. So some people can feel when it's that time. She may have felt it, but the way she was talking was like she had God on her side and that she was going to survive, but that at the same time she was going to fight. So it's kind of confusing because I don't know if she really felt that. But then if you look at some of the other lives, she might have felt something and just didn't say it.
Mhm. What were your thoughts about the funeral?
I watched both days. Both days, I have to say that the arrangements, the funeral, how they had everything set up was beautiful. Um, the gentleman, I can't think of his name, that wanted to speak. I think this was the second day in South Carolina when they took her home. The second day, he was on the program, and the pastor said, "Where?" And he said, "On the program." He said, "I'm on that twice, by the way." But he apologized, but I thought that was a little rude. I mean, I'm not sure what the guy was planning on saying, uh, but I couldn't understand why he wouldn't let him speak. I thought that was weird.
Hmm.
But yeah, they put her away nice.
Okay,
They
that was
really
Tyler
did.
Perry doing.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So
Mhm.
what was your thought with him speaking? Because now we're getting this back talk on they don't think he was really serious and how and now of course well Monique is,
Yeah.
wanting to intervene with this, she's like giving her condolences, but at the same time her thought, I guess, is, are you serious? Because when I was talking about stuff, I was complicated. So she's still not letting that go.
Mhm. So, what are your thoughts about? Do you trust Tyler Perry?
You know, when that first occurred with him, I didn't know what to think. And I really didn't think it was just her because when you listen to some of the other movie stars, Taraji and all of them were talking about how they were being underpaid and how they really worked hard and they felt like they should have been getting more money, and how some of the other actresses were getting a lot more money. It did kind of make me wonder why some were getting paid more than the others. But then a lot of people have worked with him and felt like he was fair and that they got a lot of money. I've heard some on the shows, so it's kind of complicated. It's hard for me to really know, but I'm very good at reading people and observing people. If I was really working around him, I'd be able to tell you right off. Yes, I would be able to tell you.
Good to know. All
But
right.
it's
So,
gonna come out. Hmm.
people want me to replay what her son said. So, I'm going
Okay.
to bring that up here. It's right here. So I want to play and I want to get you guys feedback of what her son said. This is something her son put up recently. I'm going to mute myself so you guys can hear it clearly.
I'm just, motherfuckers around, like fake ass friends, family, like just bullshit people, was taking this moment for an attention moment, I seen it. We all seen it. Your actions were on full display, full display. But no more. Y'all folks do not get to use. You don't get to take advantage. You don't get to abuse my mother's kindness, my heart no more. Shit is done. So I hope y'all got your shit off the last 2 weeks.
All right. Well, you guys heard that. Who is he talking about? Miss Ford, I go with you first. Who is he talking about?
Well, it's just like he said. From what I'm getting, he's saying all the ones who have used her and disrespected her and got things from her. That's he's summing it up by saying no more. You can't do it anymore. That's really what he's saying. That's my take on it.
Mm. So, Zuri, what are your thoughts?
I definitely think that was aimed at Ashton, number one. Um, and after listening to what Stone was saying, anybody in her camp who was acting like her manager and trying to block her from getting her money and signing with him and having him do what he needed to do, because Stone was saying they had called several times and whoever this person was kept avoiding the calls. Even Angie was trying to call him, and they ended up calling this person on a different phone number that the person didn't recognize, and they finally answered the phone. And so he was like, "Oh, well, what's up with, I'm trying to get you to get this information so we can get Angie her money." And the person was like, making excuses. So whoever that person is, that was aimed to that person as well. And anybody else who like when Miss Ford was saying she saw the video with Diamond, the people who were in that house were probably the friends and family who are real friends and family. Whoever wasn't at that house, who wasn't at, like, definitely D'Angelo, all those people are the fake friends, because those people were there with her trying to comfort her. And like she said, she really did look like she was really mourning her mother. And from my experience, when my father died, I went and got a whole, I don't know the size of Jack Daniels, locked myself in a room and drank.
I'm not trying to laugh.
So I'm saying people grieve differently. I mean, my father was my father's relationship is what it seems to me. And that's why I really think he is sincere about his mother. From what I can see in watching them in all the videos, the interactions, his relationship with his mother is the way me and my father were. And that's usually how it is. Fathers and daughters, mothers and sons. So I can see and I'm also a Sag as well. So I'm 2 days before her. So, and I know my mouth and how I am with my daughters. My daughters probably would say, if I were to have a funeral, which I told them I'm not having a funeral, I can imagine the craziness they would say. But, all in how they feel, not disrespecting me, but they're going to say from their heart how they feel. And I guarantee a beast is going to be one of the things that they refer to me as, because I am a beast in many different ways. And I know people don't necessarily like that. That to me is a compliment. So I am a beast. But so when whoever Diamond said that, she probably coming from having a mother as a Sag, I can see that. And you've seen Angie talk. She was very smart. She does not hold anything back. So and you saw she's knocked her daughter's teeth out. So I'm sure they had that type of relationship, like love-hate relationship. But what she said, and you see right there at the bottom what she wrote to her brother. She sincerely, they had a genuine, and she said, "I see how much Mama loved you, and there's nothing I can do to stop your pain." That boy is hurting. And she's just, like I said, dealing with it her own way. She smokes weed, she drinks. That's just how that's how she's dealing with it in her own way. It's not the way you would think a celebrity child would, but it is what it is. She's human.
Yeah.
Magic, what are your thoughts about him? All right. Maybe Magic took a break.
Yeah,
Okay.
I took a break. My final thoughts is I honestly don't. I mean, I've lost my parents, and honestly, I want to believe. I really want to believe that wholeheartedly that her kids are grieving, but something just keeps bringing me back to the videos that I saw prior, and I feel that Angie was trying to show us things it's like kind of like, the fox think that, like, the ox think is outsmarting the fox, and the fox get the last laugh. I think it's like this kind of thing with Angie. Like, she knew she had to record things. She had to put things down and say it the way she wanted to say it. And she even said, listen, even if they come for me, you guys know it first. So she already knew. And there were episodes that she had, and she was uncomfortable even when her son came in. It's like almost like they wanted to live through her vicariously. And yes, you can have a parent that's talented. I get that. And you could have kids that are talented as well. But guess what? We all have to walk our own walk. You cannot live through somebody else vicariously. You can't do it. And I feel that I just don't totally agree that, you know, her kids were 100% behind her. I don't believe it because, first of all, this woman, like she says, she should have retired 20 years ago. So she said on stage, she said this live, it's recorded. She doesn't have her children's father that's in their lives to help her. She's taking care of a father because her mother passed, and she says she got grandkids, so she has to keep going. Like, this is hurtful, incomprehensible. How do you have a grandmother that should have retired 20 years prior? Her kids, don't cry now. They should have been out there grabbing a mic and on stage and doing whatever they got to do to bring in that money so that the mother could have gotten that liver transplant. Why didn't they offer one of their livers? Why? She has 2 kids. Are you kidding me? I'm sorry. I'm just not falling for the smoke and mirrors. That's all I have to say.
All right, Miss Harris. Who is he talking about? The son. Miss Harris. Miss Harris took a break. Okay. All right. So
Did you see
No,
what
I
somebody
didn't.
put in the chat about their cousin being an Alabama state trooper?
Miss Harris, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I feel like
Talking about.
he was referencing to the people that were around her that didn't mean her any good, and that the buck stops there. Is nothing else for you to get. The turnip has been bled dry. It's over. It's over. So what you didn't get, you won't get, and what you did get, I hope you enjoyed it. But there's nothing else for you, bud.
Miss Harris, he
Yeah,
knew people was taking advantage of his mom. Why didn't he
absolutely.
stop in and stop it? Why did he stop it? Why did he?
Well, I feel like a lot of times, even when people say something about other people's business, whether it's a parent or not, um, you never know how Angie may have reacted to it. In her mind, those were her friends, and she probably only seen the good in them. And, maybe if he would have came to her and said, well, mommy, I feel like these people aren't for you, and they're not doing you right. From the outside looking in, it just doesn't look right. You just never know how the ball would have bounced. She probably could have said, you know what, son, you're right. Or she probably could have said, well, you don't know them. They're my friends and I trust these people, and, just stay in your lane. So you just never know how the ball would have bounced. So I really don't feel like he could have stepped in and said, you're fired, you're fired, you're fired, you're fired, because his mother had the last say. That he could have expressed his opinion about it. But then we don't know what type of chaos that would have caused. So it's really up in the air, but the buck
I'm
stops here.
gonna go to you. He knew people was taking advantage of his mom, Miss Ford. So why didn't he come in and stop it?
I said the same thing. I was overprotective of my mother and father, really. And I would have been all up in her business. And if she would have been the type of parent that didn't want me to get in her business, I found out after my mother passed from some of her friends that was a lot my mother didn't tell me. A lot of stuff I did find out about, and I approached individuals about, and I could have been shot or killed when I did it, when the times when my mother told me things people said or did to her. So I found out after she passed that there was things she hid from me, because I was always wanting to make sure my mother was okay. I don't understand why a lot of children today don't try to make sure that their parents are good. Now, I have folks from Georgia, Florida, Atlanta, South Carolina, Elbert County, Georgia, and all that. So I kind of know the history of the parents. They don't play when it comes to them talking back. So I can kind of believe if she talked back to her mother, as Angie said on one of the talk shows, you know, you wasn't going to talk back to me. And she said in the South that they didn't play that. I can believe that because those are my folks on my daddy's side. And then I retired from the prison. So speaking about the background with the driver, yeah, you got a lot of them with backgrounds where they will do certain things when they get out the pen or before they go to the pen. There's things that they did. A lot of stuff y'all saw on TV, I met them in person. I retired from the state prison. Yeah.
All right. Zuri, why didn't the son protect or speak out against these fake and phony individuals surrounded his mom?
I think Ashton stopped part of it because, for one, if you have to tell my children that I love them, there's a problem. When he stood up there and said, Diamond and Mike, your mother loves you, I think they would know that. But he was attached to her hip. I think even if he could have said something, it like you said, being from the South, being a Sagittarius, he could have said it, but he could not have done anything. All he could have done in his position is give his opinion and maybe complain. But she had the final word. And if she considered or thought those people were actually her friends or meant well for her, then that's that. You're not going to tell me who my friends are. You're a kid.
Well, he's not a kid. He's the same age as Ashton.
I get that. My daughters are 30s as well. They're still, to me, they're kids. You're my kids. You're not going to tell me who my friends are or who I can hang out with. So you're not going to stop this, what's going on. And again, like the other person said, parents don't tell everything. So he really may not have known that, maybe she could have been giving everybody money. He didn't necessarily know that, but he knew that they didn't have a lot of money. I bet he knew that. Because again, if he lives at that house, then he knows that they didn't have a lot of money and, maybe just trying to help everybody. That's what it seemed like. She was trying to help everybody.
Yeah.
And everybody knew it and everybody took advantage of it.
So Miss Ford and Zuri, these questions people have asked. They said, so why didn't your kids offer a kidney? You knew your mom needed one. Why didn't they offer her their kidney to her?
I have friends that are on dialysis right now, and I didn't know that there was a lot that they had to go through in order to get a kidney. You have to be a certain weight. Your dental has to be perfect. There's other things that they take in consideration before they even give you one. That person that can give you one has to be a match. It's a whole lot to it. Not saying that was their excuse, but it's a lot that they require in order for you to get one. So I don't know, because I know my sister-in-law couldn't get one because of her weight and a whole lot of other things that they wanted her to do. Then some people don't even, they don't even consider it. They just go ahead and go to dialysis, and they do that for the rest of their lives. We don't really know what her thought was on that. But to have the energy that she had and was still performing, that was a blessing. because when they leave dialysis, there are some of people that I know, they still cook and clean house and do what they need to do. And then you have some, they sleep all the time or lay around, they can't do anything. But looking at Angie, she seemed like she was a fighter. Seemed like she wasn't gonna let nothing stop her. Like her son said at the funeral where they put her on a chair and lifted her on the stage, and she had said she wasn't gonna cancel that show. That tells me right there that she wasn't gonna let nothing hold her back, which was really good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All
So
right.
my answer is she actually did have two donors.
She
She
did.
was, I don't remember, she's O. I don't know if it's O positive, negative. She had one O positive donor and she had one O negative donor. The problem she was having was getting on the list to have the doggone operation. That's why in one of your earlier shows, I said that's why, I'm all for the conspiracy and stuff and being smart. That's why I said at first I thought that was a failed attempt to get her on the list, top of the list, because if you're in that bad a shape, she already had the two kidneys or two people willing to donate. So if I'm in a minor accident, even though it wasn't minor, and now I'm in the hospital, guess what? All those people have to do is drive 2.5 hours to me and let's go. But she did have two donors. She just could not get the operation. That was the problem.
See, I didn't know that. I'm
Yeah,
glad you told us.
she reached out to Albie Shore. He posted the whole text message between them.
All right. All right. Well, I think we're going to close it up here. I enjoyed everybody. Miss Ford, what are your last comments?
Um, to make sure that if you have a mother and father living, to check on them, call them, don't text, don't FaceTime, don't email, don't Instagram. Check on your mother and father if you have one, because they could not be here tomorrow. That's my take on your parents. That way, as my mother and I said before she left here, we always talked about it, and she always said if something happened, you know that you don't have to cry because you did everything you can do. And trust me, at the funeral, I was so strong. I didn't cry, but of course, days later, I did at the house because we lived in the same complex. They called us the Ford sisters because they said we looked alike and we were real close. We had a very close relationship. But she's right. I didn't have no guilt. But you can't make anybody call you. You can't make anybody come around you. And now there are older people that I check on that was friends with my mother. And I tell them to call me sometimes, and they be texting me and messaging me. And I'm like, what is the world coming to? I guess people just don't like to call anymore. But anyway, thank you for taking me on for the first time.
I gotta say, you are a joy to listen to. Please come on more often. Your wisdom, I appreciate you. My audience appreciates you. Just your spirit, your aura. It's a blessing to be in your presence. So I just want
Thank
to
you.
thank you.
I've been watching you on YouTube,
Okay, continue to
and
come
I
back up.
was, I've been watching you and laughing. I said, I've got to get on there. I say, she's cracking me up. Uh, your facial expressions and your remarks, and I said, she's interesting. I've got to get in tune. And I didn't know if I was doing this right. And when you said you're on, Miss Ford, I'm like, what? I must have did something right.
You
But
did.
thank you again. And it was nice talking to everybody else.
All right. Azuri, I have one last question for you. Could
Okay.
this have been prevented? How could this have been prevented?
I'm gonna stick with what Stone said. If she had not gone on that tour and had been in Vegas, like she had trying to doing her residency, it wouldn't have happened. At least it wouldn't happen on March 1st. Now, if if they were really after her, like everyone's saying they're after her, it would have happened eventually, but it wouldn't have happened on March 1st.
Can you go into that? That's I'm kind of confused with that statement.
What,
You said if she did not go on tour, she would still be here.
yes, because
How
if
so?
she was trying to do a residency, and a week after she had done this tour, she was supposed to sign a contract so that basically she'd be performing in Las Vegas only. She wouldn't have to go on tour. Everybody would be coming to her. If you want to see Andy Stone, you go to Las Vegas. So she would not have been on this road. She wouldn't have been in the van. This accident would not have happened. And like someone said, this was a last minute concert. So had she not been on this tour, this accident would not have happened. Had Ashton not called lethal, the accident would have happened. But
she was probably more protected, right?
Right. Yes, absolutely. And I think, honestly, if that night, if her son had been driving and not lethal, it definitely would not have happened. Because he would normally was her driver, but he was out celebrating his birthday the night before. So if he was driving and not lethal, I bet you we would not be having this discussion right now.
Wow, that is so awkward.
Yeah,
that is so awkward. Your
and
son,
again, that's probably why and I'm sure that's weighing on his heart too. Like, man, I was out celebrating me instead of driving my mom, and then this would not have happened.
Do you feel like Michael, her son, feel like she has been taken out? Does he know this is a homicide investigation now?
He should, because I would think they're questioning him about anything, the driver, the situation, who rented the van, like those basic type of questions. So he has to know. If any police have called and asked him questions that didn't have to do with the accident, then he knows there's an investigation going on.
Well, he has a great poker face, because just from the look of his social media, I don't get that sense that he feels like this is a homicide.
Yeah, well, he might. I don't know.
All right, Zuri. Well, I thank you so much for coming in. Please join us more often. Magic, do you feel like Michael knows this is a homicide investigation?
I'm doing my spa treatment now, but yes, Gigi, I do believe that he knows. I'm doing my facial spa
You
treatment.
look good, girl. You look awesome. You look relaxed. Go ahead.
Yes, I believe he knows. I believe he has a guilty conscience. And, we are spiritual beings. So that is his mother. Unlike Kanye, that would come out and say he got a happy meal, I think he's going to grieve in silence because, I mean, I can't say any one of us can be attractive or not attractive to each other. I'll let the audience or whoever's out there, let the people speak for themselves. But he does not appear to be a son that's grieving. I don't get that. I get that he's playing, and from what I was heard through the grapevine is that, come on now. I've heard through the grapevine that he's going on tour with his father.
Yeah, that's. What are your thoughts about that, Miss Harris?
I mean, whether he's grieving or not, for me, it's still kind of up in the air. Because you just never know how kids feel about their parent. In reference to him going on tour with his father, who knows why he might be going on tour? Who knows if, my mom is gone now and the only thing I have is my dad left. Maybe, I can, rekindle a relationship with him or create a relationship with him since this is the only parent that I have left. I don't know, but, the whole situation is rather shaky. It's rather shaky.
Do you find that it's odd all of a sudden my mom died, now you want to go on damn tour?
That's what I'm saying. And hold on, he never had a relationship with his father. He said it in multiple interviews. His father's never had a relationship with him. So I find it suspect, and it's like it's giving Aluma, because it's kind of like it's a deal. There's something that's been done behind the scenes, and it's going to come out. He's never had a relationship with his dad. Never. So how can you go on tour after your mom was sacrificed on your birthday. Make it make sense.
Well, that's what
Come
I'm
on,
saying.
people.
You just never know. You never know if it's like you said, it's something going on behind the scenes where it may be some of that, underlying BS, or it could have triggered something that he may actually be grieving. His mom's gone, and the only thing he has is his dad. I mean, we just don't know how people process
But
things, but
he's never
it could
had
be
his
one of the two.
dad. He's never had his dad, so I don't want to keep that statement out there. Like
Well,
he all he has
my
is his
brother,
dad.
my
He's never
brother
had
never
his
had his
dad.
dad. Wait a minute, my brother never had his dad. My mother died, and they forged a relationship before his dad died, and
I
he never had his
understand
dad.
that, but I don't want to base this on the fact that all he had, like his dad, like they're going to, because there was never a relationship. Not saying that it can't happen, but look, just what I'm saying is to look more in depth at
No,
the
I get
fact
what
that
you're
this
saying.
woman
I'm
is,
not disagreeing with what you're saying. I
anything can happen.
understand
But you know
exactly
what?
what you're saying.
Let's call a spade a spade. When anything has to deal with money, after people pass away, you really need to look into it even more. Like, because if they didn't, what can they gain from this? If they couldn't gain anything from this, would they even have a relationship after she passed? And that's the question I have. Because what if they couldn't go on tour and gain anything? Would they be trying to formulate this and have a relationship, or whatever you want to call it? I doubt it. I feel that there's money there. I feel it's sinister, and I'm just not falling for it. And that's just my opinion.
I
You know what I
mean,
think, Miss Harris? I don't
what?
know what's going on with D'Angelo. I don't know his update or his update status. But if he was a real father, he would have been there to have a
Absolutely.
shoulder to lean on when at the funeral or even around. And
Absolutely.
he is nowhere to be found. But he want to talk about money and business. I don't feel that that is a father son relationship. It seems like it's a business about that money.
And you know what?
Like,
It very well could
Miss
be.
Harris, I ain't done yet. Okay. And I feel like, you know, he sees somebody about to get some money. She got all 50 million. If they get in, if my son get in 50 million, then he needs somebody. If I get to him right now while he's grieving, then he's gonna allow me to get in and I can snatch that goddamn money from him. Okay.
I mean, I get it. I'm not disagreeing with either one of you, but I was just playing devil's advocate. You just never know. Now, it's strong. It's a strong possibility it could be that way. It could be all about money. People love death money. They love death money. If they don't love you when you alive, honey, when you die, they sure gonna love your money. So, that could be a thing. And like I said, it could be one of those things where it could be the shoe was on the other foot and he was trying to forge a relationship with his dad. I don't know. That's me playing
But
devil's
you want to
advocate.
look at the positive, Miss Harris. Do you believe that D'Angelo is a good person?
Now, whether he's a good person or not, I can't say. Is he a good father? Absolutely not.
I know, but why if Michael was your son and the father wanted to come back or say, let's do a concert, would you say, okay, son, I think this is a good idea?
Yeah,
What would
no.
you tell your son?
Mm-mm. I wouldn't. I
You would
wouldn't. If it was me personally, I wouldn't do it. I can't say what somebody else might do, but for me personally, I wouldn't do it. We don't even know each other, sir. What are we talking about?
okay. So where is this positive coming in? This positive attitude you got about this?
Well, the positive attitude I have about it is that, we're all human and we don't know how everybody works, what their mechanics are in their brain, how their emotions work, and how they think. We just don't know. Like I said, my mom passed away. My brother wasn't shit and his father wasn't shit, but they forged a relationship before he died. And he
So
never met the man.
it's just based on that situation that personally happened to you.
That's what for me, that's the personal thought that I had because it personally happened to me. And I would have never thunk it, all the things that I heard about my father's dad. I'd have never thunk it. So for it to happen, it was like, the gates of heaven had opened up, because I was kind of confused. I didn't know what the hell was going on. But they had those conversations, they made peace, and it was what it was. So you just never know. Now,
Well,
like I said, if it was me, I'm not going nowhere with you, sir. I don't know you.
okay, but my thing too, just like you said, the gates of heaven, you felt it open up for you. Another person can have a situation where they can say, "Oh, I'm sorry, I denounced that." The gates of hell open up for me because when I got back with this person and finally got to meet him, that wasn't the person that I thought that person would be. Whether it's a family or not, I
Absolutely.
wanted love, but they gave me something different. So all I'm saying is that it's not, even though you blood related, it doesn't make you family.
No,
Sometimes
it
the people
doesn't.
that are not blood related to you are your family. And I would say like Gigi,
Absolutely.
because everybody loves
Story of my
Gigi.
life.
Okay?
Yeah,
And I
story of
say
my
she's
life.
more family. Never
I
met her,
don't have
shook her hand formally, but I can tell you it's a lot of it's a million people that's going in this earth that's loving Gigi right now. Never met her personally, but can say they identify with her more than they identify with a family member. And that's just,
Absolutely. Like I said, story
come
of my
on.
life. My family, I don't have a relationship with my family. Matter of fact, most of them are deceased. The ones that are still alive, my brother, like I said, he's not shit. He can't get spit or spaghetti from me. If his ass was on fire, I wouldn't spit on him. You understand what I'm saying? I've made a family. I have a best friend. We've been best friends for 30 years. She has everything down to my brake pads. Do you understand? So I understand where you're coming from. I'm not going against what you're saying. What I'm saying is, things happen. You just never know. Would I have went on tour with him? Absolutely not.
Well, this is what I
Absolutely
gotta
not.
say. This is what I gotta say. You know, the whole thing about it. First, what put a red flag on a play. Is Michael, you want to be close to Elon Musk. Michael, you like power. Michael, I feel that you have insecurities. You feel like you ain't good enough. That's why you need somebody to give you a lift when you can do it your own, but you don't have that confidence within yourself to know that God shine a light on you. And you don't need nobody but God. But Michael, he leans on big names. Michael seems to be very superficial. And Angie said, "Why would you want to be in bed with Elon Musk?" And she was like, "Oh, Jesus is God, but he sees money, he sees power. And that is what frightens me about Michael because he's very influenced with names. And I feel like Michael will take the bait with his father because he sees his father as better than, you know, he doesn't seem like he is going to hold his father accountable for abandoning him. He's not going to hold his father accountable because he lost out on a fatherhood. He lost out on what a child's supposed to have, a father to protect, a father to provide. D'Angelo stole that away from Michael. And I don't think Michael is going to hold him accountable because Michael don't feel like he is worthy. Michael have a lot of insecure, so he will bow down and bite the bait and say, "Well, he's D'Angelo. He can help with my career, and he can do this," not knowing D'Angelo is a goddamn snake. He's a snake, and you don't trust no man to get in business with him and snake. And when he snake you, what are you gonna do? And then your mind gonna say, "Well, shit, he wasn't shit to me before. How could I really trust a man to do business with a man that don't even do right by his own blood, by his own son? What father does that to their own blood son? A fucked up one. That's what one is. So hell no. No, we gotta take baby steps. And it shouldn't have nothing to do with money and business. But I fear that Michael, he is into the lights, the glitz, the Hollywood. It will brighten his ass. Okay. He's blinded because he's so influenced by that. Magic, what you gotta say?
Gigi, you nailed it once again. I'm just gonna wait for them to go on tour, and I'm gonna just wait until TMZ pull up and give us the result of what happened, the aftermath. Because it ain't looking good. Because guess what? Like I said, his Angie kids need to be incognito, protected. I told you behind the scenes. Okay. So if he wants to go on tour with his dad, go out there. See what that you about that life. Go out there because we're gonna read about you on TMZ. And then when Gigi does her special, I'm going to come up there and we're gonna rewind and talk about this all over again.
He gonna snake magic in business.
He's a snake. He's a dirty dragon.
And D'Angelo gonna blame it on the paperwork.
Yep.
Okay. And see, his son, Michael, he's gonna think in his mind, that's my father. He's gonna look for my best interest. Are you nuts? This man ain't never looked out for your best
Never. He's never been there. He's in most likely you better check and make sure if you go on that tour, does he have a life insurance policy on you? Because he is the father. So if Angie is already gone, he is the legal guardian. So if he's putting you on tour, make it make sense. If anything happens to you, guess what? That money goes to him.
Well, like I said, I would do, me personally, he couldn't speak to me. We don't have anything to talk about. I don't know you, point blank period. I wouldn't even go into you weren't there for me, none of that. We already know what it is, right? But like she said, you just, power of attorney and all that stuff is just too wacky. It's too weird. But, earlier, that was just the devil's advocate in my personal opinion. But I understand exactly what you're saying. I never said you guys don't make sense. You make absolute 100% sense. I was just speaking from a place of, a situation that happened.
We love your hug or internet hug. It sounds like you get mad.
No. It's nothing on the internet that could ever make me mad, right? It's not that serious. But everybody has an opinion. And I stick to mine. So, it is what it is. I love it here. I'm good on it.
You want to do a role play, Miss Harris?
You trying to run up my blood pressure. Here you go.
Let's do one based on this situation. So how do you?
Oh my God. Go ahead.
How do you want to play it?
I'm gonna be on the other side because I like how you come off.
Okay, like the other side, you want to be D'Angelo and his crew?
Yeah, probably not. I couldn't be D'Angelo because I couldn't even come in and try to justify not being shit. So I couldn't.
Okay, so I'll be D'Angelo.
Oh my God. Yeah, please do. Go ahead.
I'm loving it.
Go ahead.
So you're gonna be Michael.
Because I got time today. Go ahead.
No, don't even do that. Gigi, you too much. I can't. You are too cute.
Let it rip, Magic. Let it go.
No, I can't let it go because Gigi is the bomb. I can't do this.
She get ready to wear it out. Go ahead, Gigi.
Hey. Oh no, she not.
Hey, Big Mike, how you doing?
My name is Michael.
How you doing, Michael?
Given the circumstances, taking it day by day. But I'm just trying to understand what you're calling me for.
Well, I've seen you on the internet, and I know you're excited because we gonna make you a star, Michael. Michael. Blood. Michael, you are great.
I am.
I know. And it's time for everybody to see how talented you are. And I know
but I don't need you to call me and tell me how talented I am. You had about 32 years to tell me how talented I am. You had about 32 years to come and get me and show me how to be more talented than what I am. I come from two people who are very talented. So from one of them, I'm going to be amazing. Like I couldn't just walk on this earth and just don't have an ounce of talent. Like, what are you calling me for?
Michael, I'm calling you on some business. This is what you want. I've seen
No,
you.
no, 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 no. What I wanted was when I was a little boy for you to come and get me and take me to football games and basketball games. What I wanted was for you to pick up the slack and help my mom out with me.
Michael,
That's what I wanted. But yeah,
Michael,
D'Angelo
listen, you're a grown ass man. Man
and
up.
his.
Man up.
Oh,
Okay. So,
okay. Well, how about this? Conversation over. I'm good on you. And
all
I'm
right.
good. That's
Remember,
that on
you
that. We
choose
don't have
not
nothing else to talk about.
opportunity. Nobody's going to give you an opportunity. I sit there and I saw how, and it's no disrespect to your mom, but she can't raise a man.
We can't even talk
She
about my
can't
mother.
raise
She's
a
not
man.
a topic of
And if you
conversation.
were under my care, Michael, you would have been a star. I would have had you in a more healthy condition. Okay? And I wanted to do so much, but I don't want to talk bad about your mama. Rest in peace. So I'm not even going to go there. Okay? You're losing. This is your last chance, Michael. Nobody's going to
Wow,
give you.
Michael dropped the mic and left. Michael
Okay.
is gone. Wow, that was hot. That was hot. They can't mess with you, Gigi. They know this. This is why I laughed, because I was like, why are you starting? Don't you know it's not going to end up how you think it is?
But Michael wouldn't have hung up. Michael
Really?
wants, no, when you look at the interview, he wants his relationship with D'Angelo. He is
Yeah, I
starstruck.
know. He does. He does. He really does. But they've never had a relationship
They never,
because
but
of colorism. Because of colorism.
his idea of what it could be, the fantasy of it all that's all that people need, is that hope. Just like people that are adopted, they still go and look for their biological parents because they have a fantasy and a hope that possible they will want them back.
Yeah, but D'Angelo did not think that his son would come out looking the way that his son came out looking.
Well,
and I
that
feel
because that can change. That's nothing but looks. I mean, and he have weight.
But it hasn't changed. It hasn't changed.
But Magic, I'm just saying that somebody, you can lose that weight and it can transform your physical and you can look totally.
It can, but how long is it going to take before the father really recompense the son? And he has not done that. While Angie was alive or in her passing, he hasn't done it. So it's like, why are you ashamed of your son? It seems like he's ashamed of her and his son. Angie said after they did a record together, he ended up going into.
You want to go into role play?
Yeah, we can do a role. So hold on, you got to tell me what I'm doing and what you want me to do and what you're doing.
I want you to embody Michael.
Michael is the son, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Okay. You want to start?
Dad, I don't know what's going on. It's kind of hard for me right now.
I understand.
I'm getting all these emails, all these alerts on my phone and things. They telling me, that you wasn't there for mom and I'm not there, and that, I'm overweight, and I've been trying my best to get it together, but I don't got the money like that, and I ain't finished school, but I don't know what's going on. I wish we could really have a relationship, but I don't even think you love me.
I want to talk. I want to let you know, Michael, I love you. You are my son, and nothing can change that. That's the first thing you need to know, okay? Secondly, I wanted to be there for you. I really did. And if you know your mom, look at the interview. I was the love of her life. But you got to understand, son, I was 19. I was a kid. I didn't know exactly what was going on. I got into some things that I shouldn't have got in. Satan was after me real hard. You got to understand that. And I was not in the mind frame to really be the father I wish I could have been there for you. But things are changing. your mom's death has changed me in such a way, and I'm sure it is changing you. And I want us to go through this journey together. And I know what you want, Michael. You want the world to see your talent, and I can help you with that. And you worried about your man, don't worry about your goddamn weight. I love you for you, Michael. I don't give a damn if you big, small, it don't matter. You're talented and you're passionate, and you got a fight in you, but you got to work hard to pull out that fight. And I know you can do it. And I apologize. I fucked up. I wasn't there. Okay. I'm man enough. I can say that I fucked up, Michael, but I love you. And I have not given up on you. I have thought about you every day. It's not a day that go past I don't think about you, Mike. Okay. But like I said, your mom, I don't want to talk bad about her, but she was overbearing. And she wanted to raise you how she saw fit. I didn't agree with a lot of stuff, because if you was under my care, if you was under my guidance, you would have turned out to be a different man. But we can't go through that right now. We got to talk about this toy. I know you don't have that much money, and I'm going to help put money in your pocket, because as a man, you need to have independence, Michael. As a man, you need to be able to provide for your family. You're going to have a wife one day. You're going to have a kids one day. You're going to have to learn how to provide and be independent as a man, Michael. And I am your father. I'm willing to give that to you. I want to share my stage with you, Michael. Okay? I want to introduce the world to see who you are, Michael. If you want to lose some weight, I got some boys. They can get you together, because I was a big motherfucker too, Michael. Okay? I got a problem with eating fried chicken too, Michael. Okay? And I have some trainers, and they got me together. We can do this shit together. I'm not trying to come in and to be this perfect father, because I'm not perfect, Michael. Okay? I can come in as someone that can help you gain independence and put money in your pocket. And we can do this shit, and it will be phenomenal. And I'm sure your mama would be proud of you. So what's up? We gonna do this thing?
All right, Dad. I gotta say that I gotta just look on the bright side. A lot of things happen, but I think I'm gonna give it a go. And I just gotta say thank you for just, we're gonna start where we at right now, make it happen. I'm gonna try my best to lose weight. So when I go on tour, we gonna do our brown sugar, babe.
Yeah, Mike, I'm gonna work out with you, man. It's gonna be a bonding for us, you know. So don't worry, I got you, brother. I got
God,
you.
Dad, you look so good. I can't make up to you, Dad. I've been wanting this all my life, man.
Yeah.
That's all I wanted.
Mike, crying shit. Don't stop that crying shit. You're gonna have to man up. Okay?
Dad, I got this. I just want to know that we can just get on stage and do brown sugar, babe. That's all I want to do. I always want to do that with you. Can we do that?
Yeah, we can do that. But Mike, you can't. You got all that bitchisness. You're gonna have to cut that out. Okay? You're gonna have
Nah,
to.
I'm good. I'm in the gym. I'm in the gym, Dad. I'm in the gym working out.
No, Mike. Let me listen. In order for us to work, you have to listen. It's not about going to the gym. You have to be trained, Michael. Okay? It's about discipline. First, before we go to the gym, it's about disciplining your spirit. Partly to discipline your spirit, you have to discipline your eating habits. Okay? Because we're not just doing this for business, but you have to understand this is a spiritual warfare. You have to understand when you get into this entertainment, you're going to have big entities that are going to try to come and break you down. And that's why you have to be disciplined, Michael. And you have to listen. So it's not about just going to the gym. We have to get you a trainer that can train you how to do things the right way. The one thing we don't want, you go to the gym, you working on a machine, you do it wrong, and you can really injure yourself, Michael. Okay?
Okay.
I love you enough to let you know this. Okay? You don't have to
So
worry. You're not here alone, Michael. I'm
thank
here.
you so much. Thank you so much. Cause this is the first time I ever felt love. First time from the South.
They said I get a father award. Hey.
First time I ever felt love, Gigi, from the South.
Thank you, Magic. Thank you so
You're
much.
welcome, Gigi. Anytime, my darling.
Miss Harris, you back? Well,
Killing
Baby,
me.
I hear you say
Michael had to hang up, baby. Michael had to go.
My
Michael had to go spat down.
my cheeks is hurting. Y'all had me cracking up, especially when you said I like fried chicken. I'll say, I was trying to hold my composure. Y'all had me cracking up. Y'all played that role.
Thank you so much, Miss Ford.
Ooh.
Now, Miss Harris, you back?
Yeah, Michael had to hang up, Gigi.
Why?
Michael
Because
would get ready to cuss
Michael
Daddy
would not
smooth
do
out.
that. You know, Michael want that relationship, though.
Shell, honey. Michael,
No, I'm
Michael.
still here. I'm still here because we talked about it. We gonna figure it out. We gonna
Why,
figure it out.
imagine why he sounds so fat and out of breath. Oh my God, that was a good one too. That was a good one. But honey, Michael had to go. Michael hung up on purpose just to be funny. Michael had to get up out of there because he was getting ready to give Daddy the blues on Beyonce's
You're right,
entrance.
but me
Do
and
you
Gigi
understand
did
me?
it. Me and Gigi did it. We did it.
We did it.
Yeah,
But I
yeah,
would
y'all did it.
say, Miss Harris, I don't think that Michael will do all that because Michael wants something from D'Angelo. Michael wants the opportunity to be seen. Michael wants Hollywood. Michael wants fame. And he sees D'Angelo as this big entity that has a name. His name is bigger than his. And Michael don't have that confidence. He's insecure. So he feels less than D'Angelo. He don't feel like D'Angelo, owe him nothing. He don't have that type of attitude. It's more so, I would love to work with my father. I would love to have time with him. I would love to do this.
Well, I tell you what, if that's the case, he about to be in for a rude awakening. Because you not getting ready to come to me after my mother done died and then did all this work and blood, sweat, and tears and did all these things for me. And then here you come and you don't even have the courtesy to come to the funeral to give me the comfort that I need. And then you want to call me and talk to me about going on tour. In my personal opinion, he couldn't have said nothing to me.
Yeah,
I
but
think I would have
Michael, that type of talk, he fears that would scare D'Angelo away. So he's not going to risk that type of talk.
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
He wants to sit with Elon Musk. I mean, that's the type of guy Michael is, because he see Elon Musk is this powerful. He wants to be around more powerful people. He want to climb the ladder.
Poor little baby Michael. That's all I got for that poor little baby Michael. You please don't fall into the vicious cycle.
Mm. All right. Somebody says Michael might use D'Angelo to get to the top. I would like to see him try. I would love to see him try because if Michael is that cunning, is Michael that witty, then how did he allow these players to play his mom? Michael don't have that wit. Michael is not cunning. He's not snaky. He cannot have the poker face. People see Michael coming a mile away.
No, I diverse. He does. He is very cunning. And look at the videos that he had with Angie. This dude, he can't be trusted. I'm sorry. He's sinister. And it doesn't even matter his color or his size. He is sinister. And even his mother said in a video, Angie said, "Why are you jumping in my live?" When she was going live, he was trying to bring people towards his followers. And she didn't like that. And Angie said it. She said, "Why are you jumping into my live?" And she already started talking. And then he was bouncing around, even on the road. And she was like, that's my son, but this. And then she started flipping. And then she was trying to speak. And he kept trying to stop her from talking. And she's like, "Look now, stop. Please roll them tapes back." Angie knew what she was doing. She recorded everybody that was going to turn on her. I promise you, that woman knew what she was doing. That was her own son.
Yeah. But both of her kids were more so, disrespectful. But someone says he signed the NDA, not cunning.
Why would you sign an NDA on your mom or on your father? You shouldn't have to sign an NDA because you should be responsible for granting their last wishes, right? You shouldn't have an NDA on your dad or your mom that's going out unless you have something to hide. Unless you're associated with sororities or whatever, you have something to hide.
Well, we shall see. I enjoyed you all. Thank you, Miss Harris and Magic.
Thank you, Gigi.
And hey.
Yeah.
Well, it's getting that time. I love you guys. Thank you for all
Love you too. Love you too.
Love you too, Gigi.
Thank you, Magic. Thank you, Miss Harris. I love y'all for real, for real. Okay.
Yeah, man.
So tomorrow we will be on. What should we be talking about tomorrow, Miss Harris? Magic.
I don't know, Magic. What you think?
I think we need to go into what's happening. They're saying that Beyonce's on the run. She's escaping. She's doing this last tour because she's trying to get away, and there's things happening. So we need to find that out. And then they're also saying that Riri from Barbados, which my mother's from Barbados, that she was basically taken on an illegal airline flight, TRAFFIC, and then they're coming out now saying that he has to attest to this. So there's a lot going on. So I think we should divulge into that. See what's happening. How old was Riri when she was brought to America without a passport? Because if you think about it, immigrants are going back. She was trafficked here when she was a minor.
Do you think we should also talk about which one of the twins, Tia or Tamara, that just got back with her husband?
No, we don't need to know anything to do with that. Let's just stay amongst ourselves because they already put out the what they said. Trump put out the segregation. I think it's better for us to have stories amongst our own people. And
no, I was talking about Tia and Tamara Mori. One of them got back with their husband. I wasn't talking about.
No, that's not anything I think we should be associated with. We should just stay, I think, in tail with the people that are in amongst our. I'm just saying.
We're gonna pray about it. All right, love you guys, and I'm out.
All right, love you.
All right, love you guys. Bye.